There it is. Okay. Hey! Greetings, Starfinders. Welcome in on this very fine Monday for another episode of Starfinder The Drift Awakens with the intrepid crew of the Rusty Mustang and me, your host and GM for the evening, Jayven Fox, here in the secret lab, broadcasting to you live, unless you're watching on YouTube, from the north of England. Good evening, Vampire Child. Good evening, CB. Very nice to see you both. Well, last week, well, it really was something. I really thought I'd thrown a little too much at our crew, especially a captain down as they were. But they really came through, seeing off the threat of the cybernetic golem, and in fact the earth elemental trapped within, and even appear to have reached a détente with Captain Ketch of the Farabarium here in the diaspora. He has invited them to talk the following day, and I guess that's what we're probably going to be doing today. So without further ado, welcome to the Secret Lab, welcome Starfinder The Drift Awakens. Let's go and see what happens this week. So, yeah, quite the Barney last week in the arena, or as Fish insists on me calling it the Thunderdome. But we're all back together again, back on the Rusty Mustang. Clem and Yala have been reunited, and you've all had the chance for a long rest, which is good, probably well earned, I would say. However, the following morning, you get up, wake up, in your own time, of course. Maybe get a little bit of brekkie. You do still have 100 or so refugees down in the hold, and they're being tended to by Otto, Rubio Locus, and Osha Rains. Upstairs, you've got Clem and Yala, and apparently Dr. Helsig has to stay up there at Ormaganda's insistence. So he's been upstairs on the top deck. You awake to a wave from Captain Ketch, which informs you that you are formally invited, or should I say cordially invited, to a formal dinner at the captain's table in his quarters that evening to discuss future relations between the Rusty Mustang crew and the Farabarium. It comes through on some rather fancy electronic stationery, and the impression you get is that it's quite the honour, really. So you have the day to prepare for this meal. Do what you will with this day. It's going to be quite a role-play one this evening. I will give you that warning now. But yeah, what is it you want to do, folks? Oh, and welcome in, Dabba Raccoon, and thank you for the thoughts and prayers for the kitty.
don't know if anyone saw that, but I just somehow missed my mouth twice trying to put a mint in my mouth.
It's okay. Can we just clip that, please, chat? I missed it, but I want to see it. So if you could do me the honour of editing that for me, I'd be very grateful.
Kind of like when you shoot, really. Like,
Whoa.
that was me, and not in character either.
Wow, Ellie. Wow.
Do excuse me.
Jay's turned us all off.
Got it in that time.
All my screens went momentarily black, and one of them is still black. Bear with me. Do a little repatch over here, I think, maybe? Sorry, folks, just give me 2 seconds.
That joke broke Jay's hardware.
Hey, all went very awry there.
My natural meanness broke his
I think I'm coming back. Hang right, okay. 2 seconds.
Meanness.
I'm having nothing
What's
but technical
happening?
issues recently. There we go. You're all back. Sorry about that, folks. Crazy business. You know, gremlins.
There
indeed.
you go. That's some solid dead air filling right there.
Well done, everybody. Good teamwork. Love it. CB's got an Ormagander. Well done, CB. Okay, sorry, yes. Where were we? You've awoken in the morning. You have the day. You have a formal dinner in the evening with the captain of the Farabarium. What do you want to do? Don't all shout at once.
So she heard some interesting things about the fortune teller, and she'd like to go and check it out.
Okay, you want to pay a
Basically
visit
because
to
she thinks it's rubbish, and she's worried that it might get inside people's heads. So,
Right.
with a view to potentially stabbing it, she'd like to go and visit.
Face would like to go clothes shopping.
Okay, nice.
I would like Clara to actually go buy a choker. So I think I'll join Face.
Okay. Makes sense. Yeah. So definitely wants a stop off at the Limb Walker, a stop off at some sort of clothes vendor.
Oh, I need to buy a plant.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. I mean, you found that nice garden centre on the Bazaar level a few episodes back, so apparently there's one of those on the Farabarium. I'm reliably informed. So you can stop off there. Yeah. Sure. Damn it.
Jay, can I just check what's the situation with our so we've had a long rest, but that affects your stamina but not your health, is that correct? So what's the situation from a health perspective?
You are still pretty severely fucked.
Don't you get 1 HP back for every level?
You do. So you will have regained 4 HP just from having a sleep. Thank you so much for the gift sub to Zoe, Dondark. Appreciate you, bud. Test tube in your name.
Can while all these guys are going shopping for wholesome things, Ormaganta wants to find a place that specialises in taxidermy.
Okay.
And or associated trophy maintenance and manufacture.
Okay. You'll excuse me if we don't stop there first.
It was next to the garden centre.
Yes, just to... I've been skulking around. There's one right next door. Jay, come on.
I mean, there must be. I mean, if there's a garden centre, surely there's given where we are and the exotic nature of the local environments, there must be big game hunting, right?
I mean, yeah, it certainly exists.
Or the intergalactic equivalent.
Yeah. So this former warship turned ramshackle trading station now has a garden centre and a taxidermist.
Pretty
cool.
much.
Okay, James, what does Blaz want to do today?
Blaz wants to go gift shopping.
Gift shopping. Okay.
Oh, we can all guess who that's for.
Eggs.
Well,
It's all
remind me, what was the... It's not about the eggs.
It's always about the eggs.
What was the band strawberry cheesecake machine head or something?
Oh, it's close.
I do remember. I will remember. It was. I think it was
Time you
strawberry.
say
I'm
egg,
pretty sure it
that's
was
gonna
Strawberry
kill
Machine
me.
Cake. Was
Yeah,
the band that
I think so.
Osha was
Strawberry
partial
machine
to,
cake.
or at least yeah.
Blaz is gonna hunt down some bootlegs of strawberry machine cake because there are always bootlegs in Freeport.
That is true. Absolutely, that is true. Okay. Well,
There are
On the
definitely
other side of the
bootlegs,
garden centre.
but no taxidermists.
so you guys do have the day. So you're not in a particular rush. Loopbot, calm down. It's fine. Yeah, so you're not in a massive hurry. So you can travel the station together if you wish. You don't necessarily need to split up, unless you want to.
We should probably stick together just in case something happens.
I think people will want to see
Sensible.
the champions of the arena all in one place, So, yeah, let's travel.
I also really like the idea of plant shopping as well. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, I'm gonna have to consult.
Well, I put it in
Yeah,
Clara's
items book,
backstory that
Hannah.
she loves plants.
You-
She's
this-
fascinated by plants. She had plants all over her room in her old ship, and I haven't done anything about it.
You did. I just.
She's had a
kind of
chance.
like, what if
She
I
hasn't had a
done?
chance to appreciate any plants since she got revived from ice.
Yeah, I'm
No.
kind of like, please don't
Been
talk to
busy.
me about plants all day. Oh my god. What have I done?
Nobody's gonna judge you for your Raxlite kink.
No, she just appreciates their energy.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay. Cool. Right. Okay. Well, in that case, yeah, you can grab
Plants are quiet and calm,
a bit of
unlike people.
bit of breakfast on the Mustang, and make your way
Is-
out. Yes, James.
Is Clem or Yarla invited to Captain's table dinner, or is it just us?
I suppose you'd have to go and ask them.
Hey, Clem!
I thought we wanted Clem invited so that they could bury the hatchet and stop
Mm.
being angry at each other.
I think from a perspective of hatchets, we keep them as far away from each other as possible.
That's what I was about to say. Great minds think alike.
Blaz knocks on Clem and Yarla's crew quarters door, and moments later, fizzes open, and you're met with Yarla. Well, hey there.
Morning, Yarla. How you doing?
Morning. Well, I'm better than I was yesterday.
I should hope so.
She looks quite rosy
all
for
right?
Yosoki.
Oh,
TMI, man.
He's fine.
that's way too much good news to hear. We received an invite to dine at the captain's table this evening. Just wondering if you guys were on the guest list.
Well, I didn't see nothing, but I can ask Clem. Clem, put your pants on. Blaz, won't you? A couple of seconds later, Clem comes shuffle. Well, hey there, friend. What is that can do for you?
Sorry to interrupt your morning, Clem. I was just wondering if you were on the invite list for this evening's big banquet.
Oh, well, I checked my PCU this morning. I didn't see nothing. Something tells me I'm still not exactly his flavor of the month. You know what I'm saying?
Rodentia non grata, yeah.
Sure.
Well, we're gonna pop out shopping. Anything you need for the Mustang or the refugees?
Well, I mean, obviously, I haven't been here, so I can't speak for the refugees. No, I don't think I really need anything. Just some peace and quiet. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, then we'll tell the refugees to stay in the cargo bay. You guys enjoy your privacy.
Thank you. Door just shuts immediately.
Ormungand will
them.
go check on Dr. Helsig, see if he needs anything, or if he wants to come with us.
I'm gonna walk up to Blaz as the door shuts and just say, I wonder if they're doing it Ahsoka style.
Let's we could try and find out.
No.
I don't want to know that much.
Well, you don't want to try and listen to Jay describe a scene with himself.
As if-
Ormungand says, "Is that some form of battle technique?"
It's bedroom battle, yes.
I've often trained to fight in the bedroom in case I've been caught unawares.
That's exactly what this is. It's close quarters combat.
Good. Perhaps they're training to
Are you
fight
crying?
naked. You must always be ready.
It's very close quarters combat.
I blame you for this entirely, Zoe. This is all
Zoe,
your fault.
This is your fault, man. This is your fault.
You know what? It's fine. It's fine.
Ormungand looks thoughtful and then turns to Balaz and says, "We are roommates. If we are ambushed, perhaps we should train in this technique."
Oh God.
Good idea, actually, Ormaganda. Good idea. You guys.
Blaz casually touches face with his shock baton and is like, "Shut up."
Perhaps we could ask them if they have some instructional holovids.
I'm gonna
boy.
lick my finger and thumb and like put them on the end of the shock button like I'm putting out a cigarette.
Son of a bitch. 1 minute. I've got to roll the dice.
Oh, what is happening? What dice are you rolling?
Oh well, you've gone really unlucky there. Blaz casts no.
Okay. And sorry, Sam, you also wanted to check in on Dr. Helsig?
Yes.
How did you not see?
We will talk of these bedroom
God.
martial arts later. I must check on the doctor.
There are so many comments that I just can't say as Clara.
Okay. You don't seem to see him anywhere.
You mean, wait, we've lost the doctor?
Full-blown panic mode.
Yeah, Ormungand is just like bubbles down the corridor, just going, "Panic! Panic! Where's the doctor?"
DEFCON 1.
What are you waving your weird claws about? What's wrong?
I can't
Hey.
find the Skittermander.
Claws aren't weird.
Be more specific.
I can't find the one Skittermander that we have on this ship.
Why don't you try comms, Ormungand?
Yeah.
Face is now looking
Can't
at
have gone
you
far, surely.
like, are these weird? He's like having a crisis about his claws now. It's like, are claws weird?
Clara's just gonna quietly pat you on the arm. Just like, it's okay.
Ormungand looks at his mighty claws and just goes, "Nice."
Oh my god.
Where is he then? Where's Dr. Helsig?
Try his bloody comms.
Yeah, okay, we'll send a message on the comms. Dr. Helsig, please report to the bridge. Dr. Helsig, please report to the bridge.
I haven't got my comms sound set up this week. 2 seconds. I mean, you probably need to have this on hand, don't I? It takes him. It does take him a
Like a
sec. It does
flight
take him a second or two to respond to you. Actually, in story. There's no answer straight away. And you go,
This
is Dr. Helsig.
Where are you, Dr. Helsig?
Busy?
Busy where?
Why?
We're going shopping. We wanted to know if you need anything.
No, thank you.
Shouldn't you have told someone where you were going?
I've not gone anywhere. I'm fine. Have a good
Is
day
he-
Are you
shopping.
Are
Is
you
he
on the
watching
ship, Doctor?
Clemeniala?
Yeah, is he some kind of weird, like, voyeur?
He's just crawling around in the vents.
What?
Just in the background over the PCU, you just hear a little. Oh yeah.
Oh no. Oh,
Wait,
Helsing
Fine.
is mostly a colossal pervert. Mostly.
Either that or they didn't know he was in there and now he's trapped and can't get out.
oh, they did know he was in there.
Well, I'm sure that'll give you a lot to talk about as you wander around the shops.
Are you studying?
And we don't kink shame in Starfinder in the Starfinder universe.
No, we don't.
Sounds like he's very busy.
I'll leave you to your busy studies, Dr. Helsing.
Thank you.
Blaz is gonna nip downstairs to the cargo bay, see if the refugees need anything.
Just
Okay.
asking 100 people
Refugees.
if they need anything.
There are
No, I'm gonna go ask OSHA.
There are times in this stream where I wonder what I've turned this show into, and I have no good answer.
Chaos.
James
Wonderful
goes to the
chaos.
refugees and there's a live feed from where
I-
Helsing is recording and we're just like, oh god.
I am a slave to my own worst instincts. I will confess to that.
So that's what your Soki style looks like.
Meanwhile,
Oh,
down in
God,
the
they're
cargo
physically
bay.
confused.
Good lord, it's going to take us an
Jump over
hour
if
to get
you
off
keep
this
doing
ship,
that.
isn't it? Come on, we've got 10 different obscure niche vendors to visit on this trading
And we're
station.
gonna spend half an hour at every one, Jay.
We are not.
We all
Blaz.
still need to get a tattoo as well. We need to get a group tattoo.
Blaz, you are in the cargo bay. Oh, he's gone to sleep. Oh, he's back.
Sorry, I'm screaming child outside the door. If you can
Okay.
hear that on comms. Blaz takes a look around, sees if he can spot OSHA.
Yeah, she's over just again doing the rounds. You know, she's kind of like morale officer down here. So you see her drifting from group to group. People are making breakfast. You know, they've got like self-eating pots going on there, just cooking up rations and various. You know, they're a pretty hardy community. But she's just going around making sure nobody, you know, seeing if anybody needs anything, that sort of stuff.
Okay, Blaz is gonna casually, obliquely approach, you know, nodding to various refugees as he does so.
Yikes.
Well, hey there, brothers.
Oh, hey, fancy seeing you here. How you doing?
Well, not too bad. As you know, we're getting a little stir crazy here in the hold. We any closer to organizing something with the locals?
Yeah, really close actually. We had a bit of a misunderstanding, but all sorted out now, and off to a very prestigious, apparently, dinner this evening where we should be able to secure some concessions. But before then, we're nipping out for a quick supply run. Do you guys need anything?
I think just off the ship, we're okay for now, but sooner we can sort out something a little more permanent, or at least it'll cover us for the next few weeks, the better, really.
Okay, yeah, understand.
I'm glad to see you're okay, though.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you took quite the hit from that robot thing.
Oh, you saw?
Oh, we were all watching. It was all over the hollows.
Ah, well, you see, that's just it's just how the heroes of Hangar 42 do it, you know?
Oh, yeah, you guys were great. And you sure were sticky.
Yeah. I'm usually a little bit more sparkling than that. That thing didn't react well to any of my various amazing abilities, so kind of had to take a supporting role.
Well, don't you worry about it. We all have our off days.
Can we hear this? Are we just waiting around for you to have your conversation?
No, you're upstairs, I
Or
think.
we?
I think you're making your way
Okay.
down. Maybe pack, you know, I don't know.
We'll just
Okay.
get
Get you
ready to leave,
reusable
okay.
bags or something.
Yeah.
Blaz wants to mention one more thing, and it's probably best not to disturb the captain, and actually just don't go upstairs. It's it's a whole thing.
She missed him, huh?
She's certainly something to him. Yeah.
Well, that's nice. I like them. They're cute. Nice
Yeah,
couple.
they've got 12 kids. You know.
Really?
I mean, you know, if they make an appearance, maybe later this afternoon, ask him about a kid. Entertainment for hours.
Well, I might just do that.
Bye, Osha.
Well, enjoy your shopping.
And off he toddles.
Give me a perception check.
Everybody or just Blaz?
Just Blaz.
19.
See something?
It's probably nothing. But as she makes her way over to the next group, nah, you're just imagining stuff. I don't know. It seemed like
Toy.
did her and Rubio share a look? Was there a look there? Probably nothing. Moving on.
Son of a bitch.
Didn't realise this was going to be like a Mexican soap opera episode.
You
Jesus
knew.
Christ.
Right. Okay, guys. Ready to go shopping?
Yeah.
Okay.
Blaz is now distracted and a little bit mopey. Like a teenager.
Got all emo.
Hey, Blaz. What's wrong, Blaz? You look down.
Ugh.
Did she have less eggs than you were expecting?
She didn't look like she had many eggs.
Oh my fucking god, I'm not going to talk to you about eggs, fucking lizards.
Omaganda, I think you should explain in great detail to Blaz the importance of eggs in order to take his mind off his current bad mood.
Let
You're
me
welcome,
see,
Blaz.
Ormagander puts a large, muscular arm around him.
and we watch the party descend the cargo ramp, the sound of egg talk just drifting into the distance. As you guys enter the cargo bay, this is the usual kerfuffle of lots of grifters and traders and people hawking their wares to the steady flow of people coming through here. You see, again, variety of pirate ships, trade ships, a real cool, real mishmash of people. But you do detect something different. It does feel as though, obviously when you first arrived on the Mustang, you made us something of an entrance. But there does seem to be some interest in your group. It would be fair to assume that your exploits on the previous night's Hollows have caused something of a stir around this part of the world. And people aren't rushing over. It's not, you're not the Beatles, but there's a little bit of a, there's a murmur as you make your way
Become
through.
the greatest showman.
Right, people are watching us. That's just what we need.
This can only be a good thing. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, of course it is. Now they'll respect us.
You may.
And, maybe we won't have as much trouble with pirates because they'll be like, "Oh shit, you beat the arena monster." I'm sure being famous isn't that bad.
She's just staring at you like, really?
Blaz chips in. We are the heroes of Hangar 42.
God, when are you ever going to get over that?
And imagine
Well, you weren't there, so you don't know.
Imagine how rich is to make it.
Now, children, don't fight.
you pick your way through the docking level and make your way to the bazaar. It's busy as usual. Lots of comings and goings. Where are we stopping first, team?
Face wanted to go clothes shopping, right?
Yeah.
Clothes.
Let's go to the big and tall tailors.
Well, she was probably more focused on security arrangements when she was making her way around, but you have to make a thorough search of the whole area. And what you'll have discovered is that while there are a few clothing vendors, largely workwear, environmental suits, the kind of day-to-day practical stuff that you would be you would need being a spacer out here in the diaspora. There was one place that sort of stood out, somewhat more showy, a boutique, you might say. And if you were looking for something perhaps a little more formal, a little more perhaps glitzy, that would probably be your place.
That sounds good.
Oh, are you waiting for me to find somewhere? Sorry.
Yeah, you know the layout. Where are we going?
I don't remember how many levels I have.
It's all right. It's just down that way and on the right. Don't worry about it.
Okay, yeah. It's I'm guessing you're gonna want something equally as inconspicuous as you are. So down there, second left, first right. Here we go.
Sweet.
For the clothes to oft proclaim the 10-foot dragon.
Yes.
Just very quickly, as you are rocking up to this place, just remind the people at home. We've been playing this for a long time. Just remind the people at home for me. What are you guys currently wearing? What are you? So starting with you, James Blaz.
Blaz is dressed in his everyday streetwear, over the top of which is some clear weave armor. He's got his fancy bionic eyes and weird data jacks all over his head. Nothing else.
Okay. Ormaganda? What's Ormaganda decked out in at the moment?
He's wearing his spare and immaculate cadet uniform of the Soritos Academy.
Okay.
And his monocle.
Lovely. Face?
I am basically just wearing Sci-fi Legion colors, and it's kind of a uniform, but not really. It's just sort of like the colors and some armor.
Yeah. Right, so practical mercenary wear.
Yeah.
And Zoe, how about Clara?
Clara's wearing basically black skinny jeans with thigh-high black leather boots, and a what? Why are you laughing at?
Can everyone just settle down?
About that, dude.
It's just a set of
Jay,
boots.
That's what she wears. She's a goddamn.
I think there's another
What are
name
you
for those boots.
wearing?
That's all.
I mean, all right, when you put it like that.
And then she's got kind of a piratey style top on because it's got the puffy sleeves with a corset over the top of it.
Yeah.
And then some light armor on top.
Thank
And
you.
a choker with a light on it.
Hasn't got a choker yet.
It's the Madame
She's going shopping for
Dragon's
one. Oh, she's not wearing a safety band
Did
right
we
now,
not-
is she?
We gave those back, didn't we?
Did we?
I'm
I
pretty
don't
sure
think
we
Face
did.
ever gave the chaps back.
I thought we gave those back.
Ellie, please save us. What are you wearing?
Black.
Black murder gear.
All of Clara's
Understood.
clothes are black too.
Armor.
Just-
Long coats, combat boots, all black.
Okay. So as you approach
I don't know
this...
why Blade just came into my head in that description.
It's very Blade vibes, right? So
Or the Matrix.
you guys make your way around the corner, and you are met with not a small vendors, and it's unlike a lot of the places. A lot of the places are very, it's very practical. There's crates out the front. It's very much a market. It's very pragmatic. But this place stands out It is draped with ornate finery in a huge kaleidoscopic range of colours and textures, fabrics and general haberdashery from right the way across the Pact Worlds. It's bright, it's colourful, it's bold, and not a small amount stylish. And it kind of sticks out like a sore thumb around these parts. And the entranceway is draped with more layers of draping and fabric. It's pretty obvious you're in the right place.
I'll look behind the curtain, guys.
I mean, I'm just gonna start looking around at jewelry. If there's any like accessories and stuff.
I think I'll hang around out front and just keep watch.
Ormungandr will hang around out front with she.
As you enter the
Me.
the boutique, you are met with a smartly polished droid that comes up to you and goes. It struts up to you rather efficiently, and informs you that the proprietor will be with you in a moment, and then scoots off again into the back, leaving you to browse for a moment. As you look up and down the racks, again, it's a pretty classy place. I don't know how much any of you are really into sort of fashion, but it gives the impression of being, this stuff. It's not the cheap stuff, There are some pretty outlandish designs, some pretty impressive ensembles, various models and mannequins decked out, and of course in all sorts of different body shapes as well. They clearly don't just cater to humanoids here. There is a whole range of strange, multi-limbed outfits, seemingly for every occasion and every species. And as you're perusing, out comes a tall Lashunta, actually, decked out in brightly coloured, many-layered finery, immaculately put together, poised, crisp outfit. Almost seems to glide through the boutique, and approaches the group, pulls up short, and goes, and starts looking you up and down. Doesn't really say anything straight away, just taking you in.
I'm going to start doing model poses.
Still not said anything.
Hi.
Clara, what's this guy thinking?
I'm not.
I'm going to start making my poses even more dramatic every time now.
Oh, for fuck's sake! So she's gonna use detect thoughts.
Uncommonly for detect thoughts. Normally it's a sense, right? It's kind of like an impression of their feelings. It's an empathic sense. In this rare occasion, you get a really clear read on this guy, and you almost hear it as a voice. Celebrities, huh? Well, yeah, she needs work. And here's.
Which one?
Outside.
Which one?
I'm afraid you are the only female inside the boutique.
Wow.
And,
you know what? It took years for Clara to perfect this basically a gothic pirate without a hat look.
He is taking you all in, dissecting. His attention is absolutely on the outfits. He is aware that you have a certain level of notoriety, which is perhaps why he hasn't said anything yet. But his main focus is on the clothes, and his what you managed to pick up of his sense. His critique is that it is brutal.
Oh no, we've run into Gokwan in space. Shit.
Well, welcome in to my boutique. It is very, very nice to have you here. Is there anything in particular you're looking for today?
Now that you've had a good look at me, and I gesture to my own body, what would you recommend for someone of my stature?
Quite the frame.
Indeed.
Perhaps something to accentuate the wings.
Oh yeah, you've got a. That's a good idea. I like your thinking.
However, I must say these colours must go.
Whoa, hey, hoo, ho, whoa.
Well, they simply don't complement your natural colouring. It is
Right.
frankly a
Not those
disaster.
colours.
Look, I'm getting the natural colouring sorted. It won't be this for much longer.
You're very red, and we should accentuate this at every opportunity.
Well, to be fair, look, I'm looking for some reconfigurable clothing. I want to be able to store, a few different outfits, so that I don't have to, because I do love fashion, but I also hate getting changed. So
Reconfigurable.
yes.
We deal with creations here, not fast fashion.
Look,
Please.
I would love some couture clothing, but I am not that rich right now, okay?
Well, tell me the occasion. What is it you are preparing for?
We're going for a business dinner with the big boss. It's
The
going to
big
be a
boss?
little bit of a knees up, maybe, possibly. So, formal, casual formal.
The big boss, this is who?
Up,
Captain Ketch?
Mr. Ketch, yeah. Big man,
You have been invited to the captain's table?
yeah.
Well, this will never do. This will never do.
Well, that's why I've come looking for your recommendations. Come on, bring it, big guy.
Well, my recommendations is buy one outfit. Do not buy modular. It's not what we do here. I have an idea for you. Let's move on. Sir. Please tell me you are not going to the captain's table wearing a jacket with a hole in it. I don't know when the battle music's just kicked in. That was not deliberate. He's really pissed off about the hole.
I thought you were giving me some sort of hint there that this guy's about to throw some mighty meaty moves at us, and we should probably get the drop on him first. No, look, okay, yeah, the artillery laser hole, probably not a great look.
Probably
and-
lose all of this. We start again with you.
Please don't start stripping.
Blaz, a little bit offended, kind of reaches out and runs his fingers down the. I'm not sure if the guy has a lapel, but kind of just the front of his clothing. He goes, oh, how about what you're wearing? It's really rather nice. And just
Please,
attempts
not
to
the
reach
fabric.
into the guy's pocket.
Oh my god.
This guy is way too fucking sophisticated for pockets, you absolute pleb.
This pocket's been sewn up for years.
Fantastic.
He just all he does is look absolutely disgusted that he's kind of he still sees the triaxium bacon grease on your thumb and your paws. He's just like, oh, stop! I must ask you to step back, sir. Please.
Fine. You make a recommendation. Sort me out.
my recommendation to both of you is to return to the changing area, remove all of this. Myself and my assistant, we shall prepare something for you, okay? And then you can see. We deal with.
No.
You are free. You are not in any old rag shop. This is my boutique. We cater to the elites, the celebrities, the well-heeled of the diaspora here.
Okay.
This is art.
Blaz turns to Face and says, "Racia."
Ration.
Turns to Clara. Madam, I'm so sorry about your companions.
I'm usually the one apologizing for them.
I mean no offense, of course. I appreciate the space. It's a hard life. You must... But this... We cannot work with this. You have the beautiful figure. It's hiding this.
I'm wearing a corset.
This is not the outer rim, my darling. We can... You have made a start, but this frame, we must... You are a fine painting, but the frame... Mm-mm.
And what would you rather me be framed in?
Well... Where do I start? Disappears off and brings you back. We have this beautiful Shivavive gown. You notice the way the fabric flexes and bends as I run it over my fingers. It will follow your contours, accentuate your curves and your fur. In fact, you can brush it in the same direction, and it will create a magical effect for you and your guests.
I'm not really a dress kind of a person.
Not a dress. Okay. What sort of person
Unless
are you,
it has
my dear?
pockets.
Pockets? Let us presume that we are not, I don't know, hauling ore around the moon, and that we have been invited to a prestigious dinner. Let's just work with that on that basis, shall we?
How prestigious can it be?
You've been invited to the captain's table. Surely I do not need to... You've been
Have you
invited
met
to the
the
captain's
captain?
table. The captain's table is a great honor.
Have you met the captain?
Yeah, he can be a little uncouth, but he is the captain of the ship and is very well connected around these parts. You would be well advised to make the effort.
What about just some nice jewellery?
How about this? This is basically a pantsuit. It has legs. And he brings you something over, and
Pantsuit.
but it's essentially like a silvery. It's not fully sequined, right? Because he realised he's like aiming at the wrong
I'm
audience.
just imagining the mirror ball suit from the Mighty Boosh.
No, it's got an elaborate seaming pattern, and it has actually a little bit of like a kind of almost a spiderweb motif, picked out in kind of holographic sequins that seem to shift in iridescent colours. It's you can run in it, but it would seem like such a waste. It's quite
I'm
the
loving
elegant
this character,
piece.
Jay. I just wanted to let you know that I'm loving this character.
Thanks, buddy.
Have you got any like normal suits instead of pantsuits?
Let me just check the
Or,
drab
like,
department. Oh no, we
not
don't
instead of
have a drab
pantsuits,
department.
Instead of like sequiny suit.
Please. I am an artiste. Please try this on. Please. Trust me. This is what I do.
Okay, fine. I'll try it on. Do you have any chokers?
Choker. That's the first sensible thing you have said all day. Goes away, brings you back like a matched sequin choker with the same. Well, not sequins. That's like so. That's so 1980s. This is like centuries ahead of that. and yeah, it's again very elegantly crafted. Carries the same motif as the stitching. Accessorizes beautifully with this pantsuit. He's just like, is this something along these lines? And he hands it over.
He just kind of like looks at the choker, looks at the suit. Okay, yeah. You know what? That helps.
He notices that little smirk, and he goes, "Fate! You are a boots fan." Brings you a set of boots, again perfectly matched to this outfit. But they actually have like a little bit of internal lighting. So they're not like kind of like flashy kids trainers. But again, they're like the iridescent patterns that run down the sequins like are almost reinforced by this kind of like hairline lighting patterns through like going through the block heels and the sole. I mean, they're dope.
Webs and block heels, and you just laying on the goth shit.
Jay, can no one
Like,
get
he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, she's just gonna take the boots and be like, "All right, yep,"
You will not regret it.
and just walk off to the changing room.
As Ormaganda pokes his head, he's hello. If you wish to come in.
Don't
No, I
do
have
it.
my uniform, but I can't help notice that you've got a like a collar for the captain. Do you have a lead? She keeps wandering off.
If you're not here to buy, I'm going to have to ask you to leave, please.
I'm so sorry about him.
The droid just kind of like appears at the door and just starts gently shuffling, like let's go, like kind of like just shuffles you away from the door.
She's just gonna
And I
turn to
whack
the
it with my
proprietor.
foot.
Yeah, almost like hey.
I'm so sorry about him. I've been kidnapped a couple of times. They're all very protective. Just ignore
More
him.
than a
I'll
couple.
try the things on.
Kidnapped. And
Yeah,
my
it's-
apologies. I never. The outfit makes so much more sense now. Now go change.
I would dress like this before.
Yes, of course. Anyway, take it off and go and put this on. And by the way, while this has been going on, he has simultaneously been like kind of just pointing out things to his droid, and they've been ferrying bits in to Blaz and Face. Blaz, you have got how can I describe it? It's kind of like a fairly ornately tailored tux. With electric blue paneling to match the blue of your augmented eyes. You cut a pretty mean silhouette in it. Again, small set of lifts, because the guy's an artist and he's got a bit of a height disadvantage in this group, so he's bigged you up with the shoes. They've got a mirror finish, and there's an awful lot of. It's almost got like a kind of like a electrical crackle detail, just coming off the shoulders. Nothing too over the top, nothing too showy, but just craftsmanship. That's what he's given you. Face. His first effort for you is it's kind of like it's like almost like a breastplate, almost like a kind of like an armor. But this is very much this is going out armor. With some little bit of detailing that you can kind of like hang off the claws of your wings. So it's almost like kind of like bone wing piercings. You know, he's just like he's lent into your kind of like slightly more like kind of military, like hard hitter vibes. And he's just there's a little bit of chain in there, but again all pretty subtle, but it's and he's gone well away from the Sci-fi Legion colours. He's pulled it absolutely back into the he's accentuating the reds and blacks. He's gone pretty classic with you.
Okay.
And kind of like not shoes. He's letting your claws run free. So they're almost like kind of like continuing the breastplate vibe. It's like almost like shin pads that kind of like run over the top of your feet. Just let your claws do the talking. That's what you got on, guys. Gentlemen,
Pretty good.
may I see, please?
Yeah, Blaz will lean into this. He's gonna stride out, give a twirl.
This is what he turns to Droid. Like, this is what I mean. Did you see the walk? It totally changed. You were taking notes? Do you not feel like a new man?
Feeling something.
I'm gonna.
This is the craft.
I'm gonna try doing some more poses in this like armor plate stuff. I don't know if it's right. The poses aren't feeling good.
Is it the shoulders? Is it across the shoulders?
Yeah, something. It's just a bit too restrictive.
Come. And he just like loosens a few straps, tweaks a few things, and he just sort of like seems to fit into place. And he's like, "This is all wrong. No, this goes in here. See, you see, and this goes in this bit here." And he sort of redoes your straps for you, like a almost like a mum tying a kid's laces. Like, no, the left goes over the right, and then that frees the shoulder. And he goes, and you haven't even turned on the. And he activates a small power supply within the breastplate. And you get these little flame motifs that link between the wing piercings, like the kind of little dangly bits on the wings. They start almost like arcing with these little like flame pans drifting through the air like holographic flames. Nothing massive, again, tasteful, you know. But as you flex, as you pull your poses, that kind of activates the circuit. So whenever you pull a pose, you get these little crackles of holographic flame linking between your wing hooks.
Ooh.
Yeah, nice.
Blaz is like, oh, does mine do something?
Come here, come. And he just sort of like fumbles around with your jacket. And he goes, this is the switch. This is the switch, you see? And he flicks the switch, and then your little electrical bits again just start. Everything has a little animated element to it. It ripples with light, and it responds to your movements. I mean, you look sick. Exactly.
Fucking loving this. Yeah, boy.
Cool bump.
Madam, may I see?
Yeah, I'm just coming. And she's just like walks out, kind of straightening her choker. It's like.
You look approximately 2 inches taller straight away than your usual outfit. Everybody's so used to seeing you in black, the rest of the lads are struck by this kind of the light colours. And especially under the lighting in this place, you are iridescent. And he was right, is that the natural movement of your fur is reflected through the spider-like seam patterns within this kind of really like just beautifully cut kind of pantsuit. This is the frame. This is the frame.
It's very light, though.
Your colouring is very light. You see, to hide
That's
this
why
and
I
to
like
hide
the
this
black,
figure,
it
to hide this
contrasts.
figure was a crime.
That's ironic, considering my previous job.
Really, you've been pray.
I was a detective. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, Phil. We can finally detect your curves.
I never thought I would eye roll as much as she does in one conversation, but my optic nerves are mildly strained.
It would be a felony for you to leave here without these outfits. You cannot go out in what you came in. If you are going to see the captain, to have the dinner, this must be it. This must be it. There's no question.
How much,
Is
Jeeves?
this?
For the 3? Turns to his droid. Yes, there is. With the power supply? This is included? Okay, yes. Well, this is
While
not...
he's working it out, she's going to make sure she grabs her clothes from the changing room and keeps them with her.
This would normally be $250 per $250 each. We can do $150. But if people ask you, you got this from Ezla Lagua. Ezla Lagua. You tell them they wish to have this level of class and sophistication. They come to Ezra Lagua. We have a deal?
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, usually people
How do
pay
you
us to
spell
wear their
that name?
clothes.
Nobody is paying you to wear those clothes. No one is paying you to wear those clothes. Do not try this with me.
How do you spell your name? And like Clara gets her little notebook out.
It's the E, the Z, the L, the A, Ezla, La, La, Gua, G, U, A, A, Lagua, Ezla Lagua, like this.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, $450 for all?
Yes.
So,
This is the craft. Okay. But you should change. Oh, you change back into your usual clothes. Save it. Save the reveal for the evening time. These are evening clothes. These are not shopping clothes. If you wish to do shopping clothes, come back. Come back to me. I will sort you some shopping clothes.
Shut up.
Then you will have evening clothes, shopping clothes, and your shoveling clothes.
is there any chance one of you boys can spot me for mine until we get credits next? Because I went shopping and I forgot that we went shopping once already.
Yeah, I have all of 146 credits.
I have 53 credits.
Oh, Jesus. Blaz pays for both of these bums. But you owe me.
Thanks, Bless. Yeah, 100%, definitely. I'm going to write it down.
Well,
I
There,
forgot that
I-
we bought guns and shit.
I slapped down 450 credits.
it's a pleasure.
Damn, Blaz, where are you getting all these credits
A
from?
fine battle.
And all those
I
bodies
witnessed
he
your
loots
battle.
halfway through battle.
Corpses.
You were very impressive. Remember, Ezla Lagua.
Yep,
Mm-hmm.
yep.
Enjoy your dinner.
Thanks.
Thanks. Clara's gonna get
Thank
changed,
you.
but she's gonna leave the choker on. 'Cause she really likes the new choker.
Okay. You emerge back out into the street with your fresh Ezla Lagua duds.
God, you guys took forever.
You try dealing with a confident fashionista.
You know the vibes.
Yeah,
that
rather
he
you
gave
than me.
He gave me the vibes. You know the guy that works in the art dealer in Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah. Yeah, I also had Zoolander going on.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, Cree, they all made fine
And
fashion
the
choices.
The guy that does the makeovers in Princess Diaries.
Mm.
A little bit, yeah.
Well,
Oh, it's a great reference.
I look like a moose, but a cute moose.
Ormanganda
Ormanganda
looks at the captain and just goes, looks at the choker and he's like, where's the lead?
You would, first of all,
You forgot the lead.
I never agreed to I might have agreed to I don't remember whether I ever agreed seriously, jokingly, or not at all to let you put a leash on me, but I'm pretty sure that you would need to get it from a very different kind of shop. And she's just gonna pat you on the head.
Okay.
Yeah, like a pet.
Ormanganda, that's not an instruction. Not an instruction.
What was the pet shop on
No!
Creonis Spy?
No.
No, there was no pet shop on Creonis Spy.
That was on Absalom.
Absalom.
That was a long time ago.
There might be one near the garden centre. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Oh my
so
God.
now Ormanganda is also looking for a pet shop.
As well as attack. Oh,
I'm so happy to be here.
and we're very happy to have
I'm
you
not
back.
sure
Zoe.
Jay is.
I'm having a great time. I'm not looking forward to the garden centre, and in fact, I'm so not looking forward to it. What we're going to do is we're going to
be
take a
quick.
very quick
I'll be
break.
quick.
We're going to take a slightly early break today because we do have a lot to get through. So yes, we will not be spending as long in the next set of vendors. So make sure you know what you want to buy. Make sure you know what it is you're looking for. I would like to really push this shopping trip ahead. As much fun as I had with Ezra Laguerre.
I only have one line in the in the plant shop.
Okay, right. Folks, we are going to be back in a few minutes. Please enjoy these horrible commercial messages that I have no control over. But of course, if you're watching this on YouTube, you get to skip straight past it. But do ya? Because this is a commercial message. Give me a tip. Join the Discord, buy some merch, like, comment, subscribe, and all that shenanigans. Twitch, we'll be right back in a few minutes. Okay. Back. While you continue your little trek around the bizarre level of the Ferrobarium, Ormanganda has been looking for somewhere to purchase some supplies, some taxidermy supplies to treat his trophies. And I will say, you do not find a taxidermist. There is not a taxidermist here. You do manage to find some, essentially some basic preservatives, scrubbing brushes, because these are all kind of day-to-day kind of items. Bleaches, disinfectants, that kind of stuff. So cleaning chemicals, cleaning brushes, but nothing too specialist. To get from what you've managed to gather from the shopkeepers that supply these, they all look at you like you're crazy when you tell them what it is you're wanting to do, but they're not daft enough to pass up a sale. So across a few little odds and ends general supply stores, you do manage to accumulate, if you wish, the bits to start treating these things. It's going to cost you about 50 credits to
Is there a
stuff up.
freezer in the Rustang?
There is cryogenic storage for some perishables. It's not big though.
That's fine. I'm not carrying a lot of trophies at the moment. I'm sure it'll keep until we get to Absalom 5 or somewhere where I can find a suitable.
I guess you'll have to cross that bridge when you return to the Stang. But yeah, for about 50 credits, you can get the scrubbing brushes and files and various bits to at least sort them out to a degree. Is that a deal you're going to take as you mooch around the bazaar, or are you going to wait for a specialist?
I'm going to wait for a specialist.
Okay.
I don't want to spoil my trophies with my amateur antics.
One thing you do get though is you do get a bit of a lead. One person, the one vendor who looked at you like you were, the one who looked at you like least like you were mad, did point you in the direction of saying, well, if it's big game hunting kind of culture you're after, then potentially Castrovel. Next time you're on Castrovel, that might be the place you'd find something much more specialist. It's much more kind of woven into the culture there. But out here, it's mainly rocks. So not a huge draw for that type of work.
If we do go there, Clara might be able to help.
Okay.
We're not going there. In she voice. Ever.
That was no a genuine. It's one of. It used to be one of the places my parents would visit on their trade route. It's fine. I know my way around.
Yeah. Castrovel's full of lush, Chantal. Why wouldn't you want to go there, she?
She takes a look in your bag from the shop that you just went to and spitefully says, is that really what you think will win Osha round? And then just storms off in a huff about 5 paces behind everyone. And just...
Whoa.
I don't think you need to be an empath to know that she's upset. Okay.
Who said anything about Osha?
Ungana says, she looks like the kind of person who might know how to preserve a skull.
Laz, you didn't actually buy her eggs, right?
What the no? Stop
Okay.
it! I know.
I just
Omagander
checking that
perks
you're
up with
not
the mention of
following the
eggs.
lizard
No
boy's
eggs!
advice.
No eggs, Omagander! No eggs.
You,
I haven't bought her anything
Talking
yet.
about skulls.
you, the garden centre here on the Farabarium is very close to the Limwalkers' place, so perhaps we can deal with. She's stomped off ahead, so let's pick up with she, who has put some distance between herself and the group. You find a small, kind of, crew quarters plant vendor. Nothing too showy, but some bits and pieces. And opposite, you see the unmistakable vined entrance to the Limwalkers' pod.
Great. 2 necessary evils in one go. So she crashes through the door of the garden centre and rocks up to the counter. It's like, hi, I need a plant.
Well, that is what we sell.
Good. Okay, I
Any
need a
sort of
plant that's
plant?
going to do... It needs to do 2 things,
Oh,
hopefully simultaneously.
Oh.
Okay? 1, it needs to say, I'm sorry, in
Oh.
plant form, and 2, it needs to be poisonous.
Poisonous sorry plants.
Poisonous, sorry plant.
We have some poisonous plants. We have some sorry plants. Not normally the same thing.
But what's the closest poisonous one you have that looks sorry?
Well, we have the star lily. It flowers beautifully, but yes, certain species do not react well to its pollen.
Which species?
Most humanoid species. We must keep
Give me
it.
another.
Must keep it away from food and the like.
But only for humanoids.
Yes. Are you looking to poison a different type of species?
Anything else?
I'm sorry, I'm very confused. You might have to be more specific.
Oh, do you know what? Fuck it. I'll just assume that my definition of humanoid is correct. And, okay, does this plant look sorry to you? So she picks up the plant and kind of shakes it in his face.
No, please don't.
Does it look sorry to you?
The pollen. I'm humanoid. Carefully starts sweeping up the pollen, and just picks up his sandwiches and goes, oh, just throws them in the bin because they're ruined.
How much?
10 credits, please, just 10 credits. He's like, please go. Take the plant and go.
Great deal. Thank you very much, kind sir. And she kind of bangs the counter to make him jump before she goes. And then walks out and slams the door behind her so much that the shop front rattles.
What an encounter. That's how you deal with vendors. No
Jay, well,
hour-long stop-offs for she. She's in and out.
This is what I do for a living. Except
Jay,
you
what-
cannot buy it for you.
While she's having this encounter with the shop steward,
Yes.
Ormagander's chased after her. He's gone into the shop as well, and he hasn't spoken to the shop steward, but he's just looking at the plants.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any that look like sort of giant fly traps? Any sort of menacing carnivorous-looking plants?
Yeah, there's a few. There's definitely a few,
I'm
like...
the only one that wants to get a harmless plant.
apparently.
Someone just stops in front of this plant and looks at it,
Uh,
and like almost like slightly mesmerised, until the shop steward actually spots what he's doing and perhaps solicits him for his business.
Can I help you?
Woman looks around and goes, who is Seymour, and why is this plant asking him to feed him?
This is a dentastem. It is not a Seymour. I am not aware of this plant.
I think it's calling me Seymour.
Are you alright, sir?
Ormanganda pulls out a lizard on stick and just starts putting it towards the plant.
Please do not feed the dentastems.
But it wants me to feed it. It keeps telling me to feed it.
Okay, at this point, she crashes back through the door, grabs Ormanganda, and drags it out of the shop. Stop trying to feed plants.
The poor shopkeep just slumps down in his chair and just pops on his PCU, accesses the Farah Baronet, just to see if there's any like news about the decline of mental health services here on the station. Okay.
At this point, I would like Clara to walk in. I actually will be quick.
he's on his PC. He's like, hello.
Oh, hi. I won't take up much of your time. Going by the look on your face, I feel like I should apologize for my crewmates that were just in here.
You're not looking for a sorry plant, are you?
No. No. If I could buy all of these, I would, but I only have so much space. I would just like a few little plants that I can put in the room of my ship, just to spice up the room a little bit.
You just want a
maybe
few little plants to put in your room to look pretty?
Yeah. I like plants.
We have those. We have lots of those. Take your pick.
What do you recommend?
Oh, anything. Just not that one. Not those two. They're the only two in the whole shop that are not suitable for this.
Okay, that's great. She's just gonna pick out like a couple of little like succulents
Yeah.
kind of things.
It's nice.
Maybe in like some funky colors.
Cool.
Yeah, that's all. And she's just gonna put them down. Like, okay, how much for these?
3 credits. Just 3
Are you-
credits.
Okay, that's great. I have that. Thank you. I hope you have a great day.
Thank you.
Ormanganda
She's just gonna
turns to
scurry
She
off.
and says, "Did you see any Japanese peace lilies?"
Meanwhile. God, this episode is out of fucking control. Out of control. She, do you want to stop off for a quick reading on your way to go and get changed for this meal that we have to get to?
Very quickly.
Okay.
I will, very quickly. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm just going to storm in
No,
there.
you
as
you
well. I'm
can't.
gonna
You know,
storm
stop,
past.
stop. No, you can't.
What?
You
Seriously?
can't. Yes, I'm
I
stopping.
want to fucking storm. Why?
No, because there is. I am going to get you fuckers under control.
I'm liking this new She. This new just like baller missioning She.
You're not going to go talk to this faker, are you? Ugh. And Blas wanders off in search of a bootlegger.
Cool.
Yeah, well, I'm worried what he's done to it's done to the rest of you.
I'm
Outside,
just going to ask what you need to do to get laid.
I've snapped. Outside of the limb walkers. Come on, let's focus up. This is serious now. Outside of the limb walkers pod, is our... I've forgotten the name of the fucking species it is because you've got me so tangled in knots. Gosa. It's a gosa. And there's the gosa, the male gosa outside, the plant person. I suppose sort of right hand gosa to the limb walker is outside and sees you kind of storming up and goes, oh. Madam, it's... You wish to have a reading with the limb walker?
Oh. A reading.
It's most honourable. This will be 100 credits. I will also require a personal item. It shall be returned to you, of course.
Okay. So she sighs, and even though she knows it's a rip-off, she hands over 100 credits because, you know, they've got stuff to be getting on with, and then she looks for a personal item. What would a personal item be?
Something of significance to you.
The knife.
I literally have nothing of significance to me.
Your sniper rifle.
Oh yeah, I do love my rifle. Okay, so I take out my sniper rifle and kind of thrust it really quickly at him.
Oh.
Just take this. Don't hurt anyone with it. And
of course.
Look after her.
Of course, sir. One moment. Let me speak with the limb walker. And he disappears inside the pod. He emerges a few moments later, and says, yes, the limb walker will see you now. Please enter.
Lucky me.
As you enter, you enter the same vine-covered, almost seed pod, where you find the limb walker, a female Gosa mystic, who is almost embedded in the walls. Her leafy robes blend with the surroundings, and you are hit with the warm, thick, humid air of the interior of the pod. Around you, you're surrounded by gently glinting, almost like fairy lights, glowing light coming from within the vines that stretch all the way around you in this kind of almost spherical room. Opposite her is a collection of fungi that are kind of like form part of the walls, and she slowly gestures to them as though to invite you to sit opposite her. She has your rifle in front of her, and her very pale green skin, with its kind of thin tendrils of darker green running over them, are just gently exploring your sniper rifle.
Careful with that.
She looks at you fairly blankly and unfazed.
Okay, so she takes a look around and kind of warily and sits down, but kind of perched on the edge of the seat, like she's ready to get straight back up again.
Welcome. As she talks, you hear the voice inside your head at the same time as she's talking. There's almost kind of like an after echo of her voice that resonates around your head. It's actually, you wouldn't know this, but it's actually a little bit more profound for you, same as it was for Clara, being lightly empathic as you are, or telepathic. You wish to know.
I wish to know what kind of shit you've been telling my crewmates. What have you done to them?
What I shared with your colleagues is between me and them. Do you not wish to know about your branches?
Well, arms, not branches, but go and surprise me.
Yes. You are a lonely blade. Weapons and words as sharp as the other. You believe we all die alone. But we are only what exists here and now. But your friend knows this to be false. They linger, neither here nor there. They are calling to you, crying out to be honored. The lesson learned, never passed on. Will you answer their call, live up to their faith in you? Even though you believe in no one, they believe in you. Of course you must. Follow your own path. You may ignore their pleas and ignore your own redemption.
She's kind of a little bit unnerved and shocked. So she says, belief is for the weak, grabs the sniper rifle and just marches out of there and back to the group.
Okay.
Looks like you had about as much fun as we all did.
Total waste of 100 credits. What the fuck? If any of you guys still believe the crap that she was spouting, Jesus Christ, sorry I swore. Sorry. You have to bleep me.
This is fine.
Sorry.
I could not do the YouTube edits if I had to bleep all of us.
Oh, okay.
It would take me months. Okay?
Yeah, I wouldn't believe that. Total hack.
Well,
Yeah. Let's hope so.
and so, Blaz rejoins the group. He has picked up a small chip, a little board recording from the last Strawberry Machine Cake show at the old place that I remember the name of. It's definitely something I remember.
Songbird.
Thank you, Songbird Station. Yeah, he picked. You did manage to find a little bootleg for Strawberry Machine Cake.
Awesome. It's from their second album, Infatuation.
God, I'm gonna have to write this in my notes because that's gonna come back to haunt me if I don't know that later, isn't it? Yeah. So you managed to find something that's not been widely distributed on the Hollows. So yeah, impressive stuff. Only cost you 10 credits.
Alrighty.
And with your shopping complete, you may head back to the Rusty Mustangs. Prepare for your evening's meal with Up Ketch. Oh, sorry, was there something?
While I've got the group together, guys, I would like to suggest that we get permission from Aldous to take these refugees and start our own settlement. Anyone?
What?
Thought of that?
What do you mean by second?
Where?
Just find somewhere, find somewhere that we can just start a settlement. You wanted to be a pirate leader? Maybe we could be settlement leaders instead.
I would suggest we've already found somewhere.
You want to kidnap 100 people, take them to some far-off planet, and then just live there for absolutely no reason other than to be leader of some settlement?
Not
Like
kidnap.
a cult.
Willingly enroll.
Who's gonna come willingly with a 10-foot fucking red dragon or whatever colour you are?
I mean, we all did.
Yeah, you guys are here.
Well, define willingly.
You know, we promise them a new life, and then we start a settlement. It's just food for thought. It's, you know.
Okay, I'm just going to turn to Clara really quickly and say, right, you wouldn't let me sell them into slavery. Are you going to tolerate this? Really?
Clara's just gonna pinch the bridge of her nose and just like massage it. You know what? I have enough screaming voices inside my own head right now. You guys just sort it out between you.
Okay, no settlement. Travelling only. Off we fuck.
It was just a suggestion.
Bad suggestion. Bad dragon.
I want to
If
suggest
that's a
that
very different place.
What?
I want to suggest that we take over the Farabarium or the Farabarium. It's here. We're here. We got
That's
goodwill all
that is-
around.
That is of more interest to me, but I think we need a fairly... Ooh, tonight could be a good opportunity.
Exactly, and he owes us one. So let's just see if he'll hand it over.
Ormagander claw bumps Belaz.
Yeah, boy.
We do have to deal with the Patra and the weird person in all the armour, so the knight.
Well, folks.
Ralph? Whatever his name was. Race. Oh, it's an airport.
Time is very much ticking on the Farabarium. Dinner awaits you. Although I will say, actually, Facey does raise something that is absolutely permitted within the Starfinder rules, which is establishing a settlement. I would suggest, just out of curiosity, just out of character for a minute, that chapter in the rulebook is an interesting read. So maybe some bedtime reading between now and next week. Perhaps your characters won't be so against it once you've looked into it, but maybe not. Maybe it's not for you. But I think you might. It's an interesting read.
Clara's
Maybe
gonna lean towards
post-stream.
Face and just whisper, I actually have nothing against the settlement, I just don't want to fucking argue.
Maybe post-stream Face can tell us more.
Ormagander just sort of watching this and then sort of rolls his lizard tongue across his jaw, realizes two of his teeth have become loose in the fight. So he just pulls them out and goes, "All right, grow back," and pockets them.
So,
Jesus.
worst roommate ever.
You wonder why a settlement with you guys seems like such.
I would imagine.
But he has
they're
really good personal hygiene.
I would
He has really good personal hygiene.
It's just the skulls
Just the skulls.
and the teeth
Pulling out
blocking.
your own teeth.
They grow back. Beskar like sharks.
Fine.
Right, folks, go back to your ship, get changed, and get ready to party.
I've got my
It's dinner
fancy,
time.
schmancy, super cool clothes on.
Yep.
Got my
Glad
silver
rags
bib
on.
Definitely not overdoing it at all.
I've not changed.
Lightning effect activated, ready to mingle.
My
Nice.
effects are not on.
You saving them?
Yeah, I'm saving them.
Well, yours are flex activated.
I don't have a choice, my boots just have lights in.
Again, they move
Oh
and
my God.
activate. They respond to your movement. So it's like a symphony of coordination.
Ormagander takes the various trophies that he's gathered, puts them in a small
Oh,
bag,
no.
and then deposits them in the equivalent of the freezer and/or cryogenic. Like moves some of the
thought-
food and just puts
Can
it
I
in.
do those?
Labels
I thought
it.
you were gonna bring them with you. I thought you were gonna like string them around your neck.
Well,
No, he looks professional. He's wearing his uniform.
that raises an interesting point, and
like the
one,
idea.
we should
One for
address.
later.
So obviously this is a formal affair. You're lugging all your stuff round in your like backpacks, your like traveller backpacks and stuff. You know what it's like. You go out for like a nice night out, maybe a wedding. You shrink your handbag down, you take the essentials, right? You know how Ezra felt about pockets. What are you guys taking to this meal? I don't want to spend too long on it, but I just want you to think about that. Like, I'll be honest, backpacks would destroy the lining of all of your fancy new suits. The three of you had bought them.
I wouldn't have my backpack anyway, not for a dress, for a dress dinner. So just sidearm.
Okay. Yeah. Sidearm.
Armor still.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, I would just have
Monocle and death sticks.
Yeah.
I would have just my axe attached to my side in a nice little sheath.
Works well with that outfit. I mean, he did see the axe, and he's complimented it with your outfit.
What I've done that's really annoying is I've made a really cool new mini for Face. And annoyed myself with it.
Is this what you've been doing while everybody's been squabbling about plants and shit? You've just been like designing your Esla Laguar original.
Yeah. I've put some nice clothes on. I've changed. What I need to do is figure out a way to use my witch warper powers to like warp myself into a different version of myself where I'm a different color.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's cool.
That's cool.
Okay. Blaz, Chi, Zoe.
Blaz is going to carry his staff in his hands. Maybe occasionally twirl it for electrical brilliance.
Yeah, nice.
Couple of healing serums secreted within the folds of his fancy new suit.
Yeah.
But he is going to hand over Clara's pistol, give it back to her, and Face's flame pistol, give that back to him.
Okay.
And fortunately, his clear weave armor just goes over the top of the fancy new threads.
It does. Yes.
Clear weave.
It does. Still not strictly sure that Esla would approve, just on principle. But yes, it does, absolutely. It doesn't disguise the look of your fancy new suit. Okay. Clara?
Same with, I think, do I have clear weave?
Yeah.
Did we give me clear weave? Yes, we did. Yeah, so same with the clear weave.
Nice.
But she's gonna look at her two pistols and just toss her usual one on the bed, look at Izzit's one, look at her pantsuit and just sigh and carefully place it next to the other one, and then get her little knife she bought and just tuck it up her sleeve.
Nice.
Nice. Tuck it under the edge of her little wristband thing.
Cool. She?
She reluctantly puts the sniper rifle down, realizing it'll be too much. Looks at herself in the mirror, pats off the bit of dust on her coat, hides the knife in her boot, picks up the pot plant, good to go.
It's all starting to come together, folks. Brilliant. Okay. Oh.
I can't believe you didn't see where I was going
can't
with that,
believe it either, to be honest. Okay, right. So you all, to varying degrees, toffed up to the nines, make your way to Up's quarters for the evening. Up's quarters are behind the bridge. So you take the route you've taken before. The guards who let you into that section of the ship, the ones who are normally stationed outside the bridge doors, kind of greet you on arrival. And actually, their sort of whole demeanour's shifted a little bit. They look a little bit, maybe not starstruck, but there's a certain amount of, because they've just been dealing with you as door staff up until this point, but it's like now, it's like they saw you on the telly last night and they're like, and there's a few compliments flying back. Like what you did there the other day. Yeah, well, he's ready for you. He's ready for you. Well, let me just. Oh, yeah, it's just down this way. And their whole vibe has kind of shifted a little bit. They were clearly impressed by what they saw in the arena the other day. You were led round down the corridor to, as with all of the architecture here on the Farabarium, it has the somewhat ecclesiastical. Fairly grand architecture of the Knights of Galarian, it's a pretty grand set of doors. This was the captain's quarters. before it got rezoned, as it were, by the Shursask Kaya, the gang of scavengers and salvagers that managed to repurpose it into what it is today. And as the doors open, you go into a small vestibule where you're met by a couple of the security bots that you've seen roaming all over the station. They represent the security here, and they politely reach out as though to sort of take any coats that you might have.
Sirs, madams, please. Your coats, hats, and weapons.
I give them my axe.
Okay.
Knowing full well.
Yeah, of course you don't mind. So they carefully and respectfully place it in a weapons locker at the side of the door. A rather nice looking weapons locker. They carefully hang it up in there.
Sirs, madams.
Ormagander hands over his pistol, butt first.
Thank you, sir.
Fine. She hands over her handgun.
Quick question. Your knife, is it an operative weapon? Because if you are attempting to smuggle in your knife, if it is an operative weapon, I will allow the attempt.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It says analog, operative.
Okay. Please, can you give me
Oh no.
a bluff check?
Oh shit. Okay. I'm not very bluffy. Oh shit. 16.
Just check something. They appear to not notice your knife in your boot, and they take the pistol and hang it up in the weapons cupboard. Plus,
Blaz leans rather more heavily than he needs to upon his tactical stun staff and says to the security droids, "Oh, you wouldn't deprive an old man of his walking stick, surely." I'm also going to point out in the flavor text for stun staff, it does say that their streamlined appearance means they don't attract much attention at formal events where security is as necessary as discretion.
I will let you do the bluff check as well, then.
Ooh.
If I can
Bluff.
pass it, you can.
13.
13.
Oh, maybe.
Hold there for a second, Clara.
Clara's just gonna take the knife out of her thing and just be like, "Here you go."
Thank you, madam.
Into the weapons cupboard it goes. Okay, so everybody has pretty much disarmed, with the exception of Blaz. Blaz, with that 13, the bot can't really look confused, but it does briefly. But from behind it, the Patra, who you've seen before, goes and sort of slightly bares its teeth at you, and it's like, "You walk with a limp now?"
Yeah, an artillery laser to the knee will do that.
Relinquish your weapon.
Hey, he got that injury fighting for your boss.
She looks so unimpressed and not up for any of your shit.
I tried.
Yeah.
I look at both of them in disdain at their poor attempts to lie.
It was his poor attempt to lie, not mine.
Ormagander just chuckles and blows on his knuckles.
Please, sir.
Don't scratch the paintwork.
Of course.
Hands it over.
They close up the weapons cupboard, and you hear it going and a little maglock engage. From behind the Patra, she's still scowling at you, Blaz, and at most of you, but it seems to be focused mainly on Blaz and Ormagander.
Sense motive?
You want a sense motive? Sense motive.
Yeah.
Give me a sense motive.
Absolutely. Can we support? Do you need support?
Yeah, you know, it's a tricky one on sense motive. In this instance, I'm going to say no. Actually, I'm not going to let an assist on this one. I just want to see what Blaz picks up from this.
Oh, 18.
18. Okay, let me just. What you sense is a genuine. She's clearly not like overjoyed by this whole dinner. She's not impressed with your attempt at subterfuge because she literally saw you fighting with that staff the other day. It's like just seemed
You
like
didn't.
she saw you in the arena flying around on a fucking hover disc. She's not buying the limp, mate. At the very least, she saw you do an acrobatic flip. Those ones you're so fond of over the bloody wall. So wind it in, son. She's not buying it, but she also.
Adrenaline's a magical drug.
Yeah, but she's not happy generally. But yeah, she's clearly unimpressed with your subterfuge, and she's shooting Ormagander fucking evils.
Jay, Ormagander smiles and goes, "We're a long way from Vesk 6, eh?"
You see her bristle, and her whole body just kind of becomes like she almost crouches a little bit, and then and as she does, up appears behind her. It's like,
Ah, the Rusty Mustang. Welcome to my quarters. You are most welcome. Oh, and such.
Hello.
May I say you look. Well,
and as you file in, by the way, he's kind of basically shaking your hands as you come in, if you offer them. But as you file in, shaking your hands and complimenting the three of you who've dressed up, are getting these admiring looks. He's like,
oh, may I say such? You look very fine this evening.
Yo, stop.
I just want to say, because on Triaxis we're dragons are big, so we've got some big ornate doors on our planet, and so we're fans of nice looking doors. So as Up's talking to me, I'm just going to be like, the doors to this place are fantastic. I like them. You've chosen well. You've chosen these cores well. That's a good entrance, and I should know. We've got good doors on my planet.
One would need them, I would imagine.
Oh yes.
They seem a little wasted on me. But,
No, a good door is never wasted.
but you are indeed correct. It is a fine ship. Please, come in. Make yourselves at home.
Blaz. Sorry, go on.
Oh, I brought you this plant to say that I'm sorry for accidentally shooting at you the other day. And she pops it on the side table just by the door.
give me a diplomacy check, please.
Accidentally.
I said accidentally. Oh wow, 19. Better than I thought.
He's not daft, and he does still. If you were to run a sense motive, you would know he's a bit like, yeah. Well, but he's like,
The gesture is appreciated.
and he turns and passes the plant to one of the security droids and goes,
Please find a home for this gift.
Jay.
Thank you.
Ormungandr takes one of his teeth out of his pocket and goes, souvenir. Boy knocked it out of my head.
You will excuse me if I leave this with you. We are about to eat, after all. Perhaps you should hold on to that.
Ormungandr
I
goes,
thought that was a very thoughtful gift, Ormungandr.
it's
Go on,
okay,
James.
maybe the patron wants it.
Don't give it to the patron.
Blaz enthusiastically shakes Up's hand and starts kind of surreptitiously examining in minute detail the workmanship on Up's
On the
mechanical hands. Appreciatively,
We all know it.
making very admiring noises.
Well, if you don't mind,
And he kind of withdraws his hand. He doesn't take offence, but he's a little self-conscious, it seems, of his augmented claws.
Mechanical balls.
Okay, yeah, understood. I mean, we got to stick together. Ding ding.
please, take a seat.
And as you step into the main room, there is a sort of a pretty large dining room, pretty ornately laid out, carved vibes around the room. So there's a long table. There is. They don't have fireplaces. Obviously, an open flame on a spaceship wouldn't really work. But there is essentially an approximation of a fireplace. What looks like a stone fireplace, but essentially has holographic projections running over it, and there is a sense of warmth coming from it. It's pretty impressive. Tall ceilings, columns down the sides of the room. It gives you the impression of like a smaller version of almost a medieval banquet hall, but with a futuristic twist, mixture of what appears to be stone but obviously can't be, but looks like carved stone, but it's clearly some sort of metallic alloy. It has a warmth to it, and there is already a selection of hors d'oeuvres out on the table of a range of cultures, and goblets line the table, and
Please, help yourselves. The main meal will be along shortly.
She picks up a glass and just surreptitiously sniffs the contents, and then makes her way over to the hors d'oeuvres to do the same.
okay. Give me a.
Buzz.
Oh, hang on. Give me a. Give me a survival check. This is a bit of a weird one, but give me a survival check in this instance.
Yeah, this isn't a good one for me. Oh, actually, that's not so bad. 22.
You do have some experience of poisons and various forms of spiking, and you don't detect any of the ones you would be most familiar with. You don't get the impression that any of the old tricks that you would know are being employed here.
Can I do a culture check and compliment up on the food and stuff?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. 16.
Give me the compliment.
So I wanna look for like, because he's a Soki, right?
Correct.
So I wanna look for any like Soki food that there is,
Mm-hmm.
and basically try and like be like just connect with him about the dishes that from his culture. That's what like.
Yeah.
basically what I want to attempt.
Yeah, I mean, your experience with Yukisei cuisine is you know that it's mainly there's a lot of like scavenging, salvaging going on. You know, obviously, you can tell straight away that the food here is by no means scavenged or salvaged. It has been lovingly prepared. So as you make note of this, up is.
Well, you may or may not know that Yosoku cuisine is often looked down upon by the other members of the Pack Worlds.
Yes.
I pride myself on still adopting the belief of using what one finds, but from all of the worlds of the Pack Worlds. There is no need. I may be a scavenger, but I can still have taste.
Of course, and it seems like you've got very good taste.
He gives you a nod. And one thing I'm going to tell all of you at this point is everybody who dressed up for the occasion is going to get a +2 to all charisma-based checks for the rest of the session.
Hey.
He does respect the fact that you came dressed for the occasion.
Blaz would like to know where to put his fancy bottle of the good stuff.
Tectomancer. Fine timing. I don't know whether you know this about me, but I, needless to say, need to conduct a great range of business with the free captains of the diaspora. Otherwise, we would never be able to operate in this part of space. As a result, I have become quite accustomed to conducting business such as ours over a fine drop. So I hope you will all join me in sharing this gift from your friend.
At this point, so you start to take a look around the room, really. It's like, who is everybody? There are a couple of security bots who are still sort of posted over towards the door. The Patra, who you've obviously run into before, and you see stood over in the corner over by the, let's call it the hearth, the armoured figure from the arena, the tall, heavily armoured knight type character who has been you've been running into every turn here on the Farabarium, still behelmeted and still clutching that fearsome looking longsword. Almost looks like the suit of armor you would find in a castle. Just stood pretty unwavering over in the corner. As up gestures to people to come in, the Patra holds back. The knight doesn't really move. Up begins pouring out a series of small, very small, like not thimble size, but petite shot glasses, and pours out enough shots for. He pours out 7, and gestures to you all to come and join him for a drink. But as he notices that the Patra is not coming any closer, he does kind of pause for a second. Oh, sorry, I just lost something here. Give me 2 seconds. But yeah, he looks kind of slightly unimpressed with the Patra not coming forward. He goes,
Chata, join us.
and she kind of looks resentful, a little grudgingly at Up, but she sort of slinks towards the table and never really relaxing. But yeah, Up raises a shot glass and goes,
to the beginning of our reconciliation and a fine business partnership.
and then poof, bangs the thing back.
I'm gonna slap mine in my mouth.
Excellent.
So do the same.
Down the hatch.
Everybody down on hatching. Good stuff.
Yeah.
One can't hurt.
And on the subject of good stuff, now it is time, I guess, to introduce you very loosely to what I've dubbed the good stuff rules. So,
Would a good time not have been before we drank?
absolutely not. What I have tried to do, folks, is I have tried to recreate. The Starfinder is simulation-like in its rules, in so many aspects, but what it does not do, in my opinion, is sufficiently simulate what it is like to be in a diplomatic setting. And as we all know, alcohol lubricates the wheels of diplomacy in many a setting around the universe and indeed our own world. But that does come with its own risks and its own, curious etiquette. And we all know that getting drunk is also a little bit unpredictable and it manifests itself in various ways. So I have attempted to simulate what it is like to drink here in this dining room. I am not going to tell you all of the rules. I have made a little set that specifically pertain to this. But from what you know of the free captains, they do like to indulge in quite a lot of... they will drink during business negotiations, and apparently Up has picked up this habit. So, you may be dressed to the nines and you have a fine meal coming, but I hope you're prepared to negotiate somewhat under the influence. And I'm just putting in my little Excel spreadsheet here. One drink each.
Not the Excel spreadsheet.
I have the good stuff Excel spreadsheet off to one side.
You know he means business.
I do mean business. I will tell you that you can help manage this a little bit. Please, can you each tell me and chat what your constitution scores are, each of you? Starting with Clara. I believe you have a constitution of 1, correct? +1.
Yep.
Blaz, what's your constitution score?
My modifier on my score.
Your modifier.
It is +1.
+1 as well for Blaz. How's yours, Face? How's your constitution over there, bud?
+1.
+1, okay. And She, how's your constitution?
+0.
It's a 0, okay. Ormanganda, how's your constitution?
+4.
+4. Okay.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why he's the tank.
And it appears that also holds for this evening's drinking session. I will tell you that everybody, with the exception of She, basically is untouched by that first round of the good stuff. But with your 0 constitution score, She, I'm afraid I'm going to need you to do something for me. Can you please make a quick fortitude saving throw? Don't worry, it's only DC
I
10.
hate you.
Remember when you said 1 can't hurt?
Well, it can't hurt most
You know
people, but
what?
She
I
is a bit of a lightweight,
I
as we
should
know
have
from
known.
previous
I should
episodes.
have known. I should have known.
Jay can make anything hurt us.
14.
14. You're fine. Don't worry about it. That slipped down a treat. This is the good stuff after all. Okay. I will say, though, it's not all bad. I know you're thinking I'm a little shit, and I am. But,
You are.
like I said,
We love you, but you are.
alcohol, often lubricates diplomatic situations. And what I will say is when you take a shot with somebody you are attempting to interact with, negotiate with in this setting, I will give you a +4 to your charisma-based roll. So, if you pay your host the respect of sinking a shot with them when trying to convince them of something, you will receive a bonus for engaging in the local culture.
Which adds up to a 6 for those of us who got all snazzy.
Right?
Yeah, so I get +6 if I use the good stuff.
Cheers, all.
So that means in total my diplomacy bonus would be +16.
Yeah, and the more you win, the more you win
Nice.
charisma-based rolls by, the more information, the more impact you can have on your relationship with the person opposite you. So
Makes mine plus 14. We're gonna do well.
we are
gonna
not
do great.
we are not just looking at passes and fails here, though.
As long as I don't get too drunk.
In like increments of success result in more info. So when you win, you want to win by a chunk. The question is it worth another shot at the good stuff? Also, if you do get offered a shot at the good stuff and you decline, that could be considered somewhat rude in this setting. Anyway,
You
Find somewhat rude.
Thank you so much for your gift, Technomancer. Tell me, what is your name?
He's gone again. Chat, everyone shout!
James.
Everyone shout, James! We've lost him.
I'm alive. I'm alive.
I'm just resting my eyes. I'm just resting my augments.
Thank you so much for the gift.
I'll give you a line again.
Thank you so much for the gift, Technomancer. What is your name?
Thanks, chat.
Laz Muzzfish.
See, is this not better? We are on naming terms. Please, take a seat.
And he gestures at all of you. Let's all pull up a pew around this large table here.
We still have some business to conduct, no?
We do indeed.
So, presuming we can put the past behind us and move on in a fruitful new relationship, where do we begin?
Well, the most pressing issue for us, obviously, is the refugees. They are being sorted out by our employer, but
The beneficent Mr. Callahan, no?
that's the one. That is the one. But we do still need to place them here for a little while. We are sorting out transport and other things, but yeah, they can't stay on the ship. They are running out of stuff, supplies.
Of course, they seemed like fine people when I visited your ship. When I
Oh yeah, they're all hard-working miners. Nice people. Nice people.
To hard-working people.
He pours out another round of shots.
I do a shot, and to kind leaders, and I attempt to,
Nice, I like it.
persuade them a little bit.
To kind leaders.
He holds up the glass to his lips, but he's kind of looking around the table.
Yeah. Ormagander raises his shot glass to that.
Down it goes. Everyone? Anybody?
Yep.
Everyone's in, aren't they? Cool. Okay. So
Where did we put that plant?
the droids took it
Oh
away.
my god.
Oh,
Everyone's on 2 shots apiece. So please, can I have a DC 10 saving throw from Blaz? This is Fortitude. From Blaz, Clara, and Face, who've now exceeded their Constitution modifier in the number of shots they have consumed. DC 10. Nothing. Bossed it.
15.
Bossed it.
A what saving throw, sorry?
Fortitude.
Also 21.
Bossed it. Everyone's absolutely fine. Can I have a DC saving throw from you as well, please? Oh, no, sorry. Fortitude saving throw, DC 12 this time.
Wait, so hang on.
Sam's
Are
got
you
it.
using hefty? I don't understand. I'm using hefty.
Just click Fortitude saving throw and tell me whether or not it meets and beats a 12.
21.
Nice.
You're fine. It's the
20.
good stuff. That slipped down real
20.
nice.
Does getting in that 20 mean that I can maybe be less susceptible to drink?
I'm afraid it does not.
Or your friend?
Unless your nat 20 invites a surgeon to come in and give you a new liver. No. Okay.
Can it not like give her advantage on her next saving throw?
It's fine. It's fine.
You know
It's
what?
like that.
You know what?
Uh,
Yes, I will allow that. Advantage on your next.
Thank
well, no,
you,
not advantage, but I will.
Zoe.
No, I won't give you advantage, but I will give you. I will keep the DC the same. So it'll be 12 next time as well.
I'm gonna say to Up. So, what are your thoughts on our refugee situation? I'd like to hear what you've got to say.
I have been consulting with my team. 100 new travelers for an indeterminate period of time places a rather large drain on our resources here on the Farbarium. We are not, as you know, a hotel for large numbers of people. Our population is determined by the size and condition and capacity of the ship. This is not to say we cannot house them, but it does come with some cost. Some residents maybe need to be temporarily relocated. I will need to bring in extra resources from outside to drive our systems.
True.
We
Well,
can do
as I
this,
said,
but there is a price, and it is not. We are not talking about our bread and breakfast.
I look at she when I say stuff like that. Because I know she's always the first to go.
as I said, they are hard working, so it will not be. They will be willing to work for food, for shelter. I'm sure they wouldn't want to just sit around. They're not happy just sitting around on the ship. So they are raring to go.
I understand that, and they seem like good people. I respect workers, people who carve out their lives themselves. I respect this, of course. Speaking with my crew, we have come to a conclusion that we are looking at a fee of 100,000. This will cover your people for over a month while you communicate with whoever holds their contracts, their employers, and organize relocation.
How much did we get? We got 150 from Aldous, right?
No, we got a $250,000 to negotiate with, but we already gave him some for the week that we've already been here.
How much was it? Do you remember?
I will check my notes.
I think it was 50k.
I think it was 50k as well, but I'm just
I
gonna.
think it was 500
double
a
check.
head. I mean, if we spend that for a week and he's offering that double that for a month.
Yeah,
seems
that's a
like
pretty good
decent
deal.
I feel like that's not.
I feel like it's
we.
a trap.
No, I feel like we could maybe sort out some kind of trade deal between the Farabarium and Aldous' trade empires as maybe a sort of, maybe we can pay half that for like a business startup deal, a merger, perhaps.
What I'm going to do is at this moment, because we are going to. What I want to do is this dinner is going to progress very quickly if we go basically full RP through it. So I'm going to give you a couple of minutes while I pop to the little scientist room. If you want to do a little bit of tactical conversations, I haven't really given you a chance to do that this session. Just decide how you want to maybe approach these negotiations. Also, questions you want to ask. I mean, there are. This you don't know much about Up, his colleagues. Much. You don't know much. So if there's anything you want to consider, I'll give you a couple of minutes to powwow about it, and then we're going to RP to the end of the show. Sound good?
Okay.
Okay. Lovely. All right. 2 secs.
If something seems too good to be true, you should probably check the small print.
See,
I can do a couple spells.
I feel like we could
Probably
get
a good
him.
idea.
He's quite far out here, the Farabarian. It's not, central space. If we can get him a link to Absalom through Aldous, I feel like he'd be a lot kinder on us.
The question is, what are we
Yeah.
doing as well? Is our plan to retrofit the Rustang so we can simply transport everyone back to Absalom Station?
Oh, see, I wasn't here when. Did you guys get the stuff to fix the Rustang?
I don't think we have got it yet, because I think it's going to take a while to be fitted, so we were focusing on making sure that
Okay.
they were all allowed to stay here long enough for us to do that.
Yeah.
So I
The
feel
question
like
is-
how
that's...
long they
Sort
said it would
out, right?
take.
We told
Question is how
Ruby
long?
to sort it out.
Yeah, how long?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't know if Jay's going to let us get away with just passing it off to an NPC.
No, I guess the question is, how long will it take us? Because we don't necessarily need to stay a month.
Yeah,
Yeah, if we
because-
can retrofit the Rustang,
Yeah.
That's what we
Let's-
need
How
to-
long will it take us, and how much will it cost?
Let's ask about the Farabarium and Up's relationship with the freebooters in the area, and whether there's anything we could do to
yeah, that's
Impressive.
smooth.
smooth things along in the local
That's a really
area.
good idea.
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay, I'm quite glad I haven't heard your powwowing there, because I can just react to it as it comes up.
Oh wait.
I'm gonna... How long does this last? Hang on. 1 minute per level. What level are we? 4.
Oh.
Up to 4 minutes. Okay. I'm gonna cast Detect Thoughts.
On up.
Hmm.
Okay.
To see, try and so I need a ow, DC 14 will save.
DC 14 will save. Okay, 2 seconds. Let me just open up this sheet.
Is that 4 rounds? 4
Huh?
minutes equals like 4 rounds.
No, a minute. So 1 round of combat is 6 seconds.
Oh.
So if it was during combat, I could do it for up to some maths that I can't do right now.
17
A long
on the will
time.
save.
What?
DC, 17 on the will save from up.
Well, bollocks.
Hang on, if I
Oh, that
cast it
didn't
too, does
work.
that mean I also have that? If I cast that too, does that mean he has to do another one?
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Then boom.
Just means I can't cast it again yet.
So
Right.
you're casting that, okay.
You.
20
we
on the
take
will
it
save.
then? Oh yeah, shit.
No, I mean him beating the
Ah.
save means I can't cast it again yet.
Yeah, he repels both of your detect thoughts advances.
Jedi mind tricks have no power here.
Well, in that case,
If you don't mind, we are going to let's roll through pretty much straight to the end of the episode. Let's see how this
Oh, yeah.
dinner goes.
Well, Lusty Mustang.
I would. Can I?
Oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry,
That's
Jay.
fine, sorry.
Next time we all do a shot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it for a few beats, but next time we all do a shot, I want to cast empathic communication and start pumping out more amiable vibes.
Okay, cool. All right.
So, Lusty Mustang, what do you think to my offer? Given your current rate of rent here, it seems fair to me.
It is a good offer.
I sense a
We-
butt coming, my Dragonkin friend.
We are just thinking that they won't need to be on the Farabarian for an entire month, most likely. We were also thinking that maybe we could get you in touch with Aldous and get you some sources for trade on Absalom Station. I know you're quite far out here. You're not, central space quite and it's a lot more of a steady deal, perhaps, than the freebooters and the pirates.
He mulls over your proposal as well. He's pouring out another drink for you both. Just you and me this time, Face.
Okay.
An interesting proposal.
And just takes a shot.
I don't say anything. I just take mine as he takes his.
DC 12 Fortitude save, please.
Okay.
And you will get a +4 to this diplomacy check that I'm about to make you make.
20.
Great stuff. Good job. Okay, so yeah, give me a diplomacy check
Okay, so
with a +4.
plus my 2 from the
+6.
clothes. That
Mega.
is 18.
It certainly would benefit the Farabarium to expand our transport network beyond the diaspora, especially looping back to Absalom. I'm not oblivious to your connection to Aldous Callahan. His name has reaches far and wide, even as far as the diaspora. But you are not his usual representatives. We have approached his corporation in the past and been met with little in response. Clearly he is involved now. You are playing with house money.
Well,
I
we
ha-
do have its usual representative, Otto, on the ship. He has given us certain permissions.
I imagine he has.
And I've had first-hand experience in helping negotiate trade deals in the past.
Oh, really, Miss Gale? Well, please do tell.
And he pours you a shot.
I'm gonna say, please
Very
excuse
evil man.
me and get up to go to the toilet.
Yeah, sure thing. He's pouring cut Clara a shot here.
I travelled with my parents until I was 18 years old, and they run a trade route. I've had a lot of time to watch traders work and deal, and some experience in how it works. And then she just throws the shot back.
Nice.
And empathic communication.
DC 12 Fortitude save, please.
19.
Very nice.
Nice.
So what is it you offer me, Miss Gale? These trade negotiations, you put yourself forward to act as interim between me and Mr. Callahan?
Well, me and Face are both very good at negotiating, generally. We both have our own areas of expertise, and we have Otto already helping us negotiate with you and Mr. Callahan. I think between all of us, with our different expertise combined, we can try and set something up that would benefit everyone.
Intriguing. This is most intriguing, Captain Gale. I'm not averse to this line of research. For now, it does little to change my price to house your friends. But we shall definitely discuss this further. But I know so little about you. I have spoken to you, Miss Gale. I have spoken to your second in command.
Yep. Basically. Sort of. And she kind of like glances over at the others, just like, I really don't want to piss them off, but kinda.
But But I have so little. I know so little about your other shipmates. The Technomancer Blaz, Mr. Muzzfish here, Flower Girl, and Tooth Man.
Flower girl.
For the flowers.
It's a plant.
Oh, well, I do not even know your name. Here,
Technically, it does have a flower on it.
in the interest of starting our acquaintance anew, miss.
He pours you a shot.
Nanashi.
Miss Nanashi.
And he reaches the shot glass out to you to make a little toast.
Trying to work out ways I can dispose of the shot, but I don't.
Pour it into the plant that is there.
We've been down this road
Plant
before.
away.
Yeah, you took the plan away.
Um,
You might have to bite the bullet on this one.
oh, screw it. Fine. She takes a shot and she slams the glass back down on the table so hard that it cracks the bottom.
Miss Nanashi, and what is it that you do aboard the Rusty Mustang?
I keep watch and I shoot people.
Yes, a valuable role indeed. Well, we can all take a night off once in a while, can't we?
Fortitude saving throw, please. DC 12.
Most
Because
of
of your
us.
nat 20 last time. Thank you, Morbidank. Bottoms up to you too.
Fortitude saving her DC 12. So that's just a regular one, isn't it?
Yep.
19.
You're fine. Miss Nanashi, Mr. Muzzfish, and you, sir. Tell me, Rusty Mustang, I wish to know about your travels. What brought you here to the Far Barrier? Tell me more about yourselves. We must get to know one another if we are to move forward in business. My large lizard friend over here. What brings you to my part of space?
Well, Captain Ketch, our tale begins long ago on Absalom Station when we came together as a ragtag group of heroes to rescue some oppressed workers who were being violently assaulted by a Arco Corps in Hangar 42, and launches into a detailed recitation of the events of that fateful day.
As you were rattling through this, he quickly just goes. He almost kind of semi-cuts you off and goes,
Quite the story, Mr. Muzzfish. Two heroes.
and pours you a shot.
A hero was Captain Ketch.
Jay, Ormanganda raises a glass and looks at the Patra and says, "To heroes."
We'll catch up with that in just a second. Blaz, give me a fortitude saving throw. DC 14.
Meet and beat at 12.
Yeah, but unfortunately you're 3 shots in, so it's now actually DC 14.
12.
Just quickly roll me a D4 as well while you're at it.
3.
Okay. You now have a -1 to intelligence.
And I'll tell you another thing.
Meanwhile, we cut over as Blaz starts to just slightly forget the story. Thank you for this love of science, Greg. He's chat making me do shots now. Basically, I see what's happening here. It's clever.
Oh, good.
Thanks, chat.
Well done, chat. Keep going. Pay him back.
Ormanganda, you raise a glass to the Patra, and as you say, to heroes. She has a glass in her hand, and you just watch her crunch it. And I also need another fortitude save. Oh no, I don't need a fortitude save from you. I just need that shot to go on the list. Okay, but he Ketch turns to him and goes,
Chatter, please. These are our guests.
and she hisses and retreats to another area of the room, clearly putting some distance between herself and Ormagander.
Well, that's the thing with cats. They're just not very personable.
If I was you, Mr.
means-
Muzzfish, I would not recommend calling her a cat to her face.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do we not say that?
God, it's only a -1, mate.
I
Chill
think
out.
you should go after her.
Sam,
I would just like
Cool.
to point out
yes.
that Up did call Ormagander a lizard, so
Well, you know.
Ormagander leans into Upketch and says, "Be patient with your Patra. She recognizes the colors of this uniform. We have history."
I am very aware of your history, my best friend. As is my colleague. Perhaps, seeing as we are here in the spirit of diplomacy, you know this is not your natural trait. But I would tread careful with my shipmate. She does not hold the position she does here on this ship by accident.
I meant my toast in earnest. Patra fought bravely. I respect them for that.
Your respect may not mean as much to her as you would hope, but you would have to take that up with her. Anyway, I must check on the food. We have a fine feast coming. Please, make yourself at home. Help yourself to drink. Sir Richard, please make sure our guests are comfortable.
And he briefly leaves the room. The knight-like character in the corner just slightly shifts his way, but not really much movement from the knight.
guys, have you seen the toilets here? They're great, honestly. They're really like everything else in the ship. It's super ornate and really well made. It's crazy.
Are you trying to communicate something, like, with subterfuge,
just-
or are you
no.
genuinely talking
No,
about
I'm just
the toilet?
saying, yeah, like, you know,
Oh, wow.
the doors, the
Okay.
toilets, everything. The architecture on here is crazy.
Jesus. Okay.
Yeah, Blaz has another drink.
Oh,
Nice. Go for it. Give me a fortitude saving throw, please. DC 16.
It is a 16. Can I take a 10?
Give me a D4 roll. You're deliberately not eating the hors d'oeuvres, aren't you? You've got an empty stomach over there.
you did this.
That's
yeah,
another
so-
3.
Another 3. Okay, that's -2 to intelligence. Yeah, you're left alone for a couple of minutes. Just while the food is being rustled. The Patra is putting some serious distance between themselves and Ormagander. What on earth are you doing? Yes,
I
please.
want to ask Ormagander what's going on with him and the cat lady.
The Patra are a race from Polonus, as it was known. Vesk 6. They were conquered by the Veskarium many, many years ago. And those that could not bring themselves to remain left and went off-world.
See,
Saratos Vanguard fought with great distinction 2 generations ago on Vesk 6.
Ah.
The cat
When did
over
she
there. The cat over there recognizes the colours.
I am also going to ask him. I'm going to like look over at her for a minute and be like, how many eggs do you think she's got?
Oh no, no.
It's 10 to 11.
Ormungandr looks confused and says, "My study of the Patra indicates that they give birth to live young, eggless."
Oh, I see.
And you didn't conduct this study on, humans? To know that
Ormungandr
they
shrugs.
also...
I've never had to fight any humans.
Why would
Why would you need to know
Yeah,
whether they
Yeah.
produce eggs or not to fight them?
I don't think we want to know the answers.
To know the rate at which they can replace their casualties, I don't understand, Captain. This is a strange question.
Actually, that's an annoyingly logical answer. Fair enough.
They're also very fine musicians. Patrons, I mean.
Noted.
Laz is not following the conversation. Has another drink.
Can we confiscate the alcohol?
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
really just like to reach over and take the alcohol away from
Yeah.
Blaz.
Blaz, we need the good stuff to butter up Ketch. We can't drink it all.
Ormungandr, while the others are trying to
Lots
take
of
it off,
other drinks.
Ormungandr pours out another shot and slips it around the back to
Right. Hang on. Quickly, very quickly. Fortitude saving throw from Blaz, DC 18.
Oh, 22.
Passed. Okay, right. But Sam passed him another one, right? Ormungandr passed him another one. Right. He's now no longer got the booze, but he is about to take another DC Fortitude saving throw, DC 20.
18.
Okay, give me a D4 roll.
Oh my
1.
1. Okay. You've got. You're a minus
When
one.
you reach
You're a
zero
minus one.
intelligence.
You're now -1 to dexterity. Right.
Don't you pass out?
Yes, when you reach 0 on any of these stats, you become unconscious. Okay. Moving on.
Well, the food is coming out now. Please take your seats.
You are sat at the table, and in kind of ceremonial order. Essentially, Up is facing opposite Clara Gale. The Patra is facing opposite Face. The Knight character sits next to the Patra, and then essentially there are 3 seats who's sitting opposite the Knight. Now the remaining
I
3
am.
of you.
Okay.
She's gonna do it.
She slots in
No,
there, sits
I was
opposite the
gonna
Knight.
say. I want to know why that fucker was following us.
Okay. In that case, then the 2 remaining seats, then you would have one of you would be sat next to the Knight, and one of you would be sat next to she opposite. So
I'll sit next to she.
Blaz 6 next down to the knights.
okay.
Throws an arm round.
A decent stream of food comes out and starts laying out the table. It's a good feast. There's something for everybody in there. You are all well provided for.
Well, Rusty Mustang, in the spirit of reconciliation, I offer you my table.
And he pours a round of shots for everybody.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Fuck you.
Huzzah!
What's my saving throw DC up to?
Down the hatch.
Face, you are up to your 3 behind, so DC 16 for you.
Wait, what am I throwing?
Okay, give me a
What am I
D4, Face.
How do I? I need to get my actual dice.
I'm now engaged on. Okay, that's my 4th shot.
You ask, the next one will potentially cost you. 1, and that 1.
Oh God, no!
On the
Oh,
D4.
sorry, on the D4.
D4.
Yeah.
That's a -1 to Dex for Face. How did everybody else do on their Fortitude saving throws? Clara, you're on DC 16.
Um,
18.
Okay, well passed. And Blaz, you are on a DC God knows.
A 9.
DC 22. Yeah, you fail. I'll give you a D4.
That is another one.
Another one. So you're -2 to Dex. You're on a DC 16 on the Fortitude. 14. Okay, give me a D4.
Good God.
Lightweight.
Am I going to have to carry all of them home? It's like.
Hey, I'm fine.
Hang on, I'm not good with custom dice. Sorry.
Do you want me to roll? 3. Okay, so you
Sorry,
are
got it.
-1 to intelligence, and Ormaganda so far is sitting pretty. Okay, right.
I think me and
My
Ormaganda
fault
need
being
to
the
have a
biggest and
drinking
the strongest.
competition at
I
some
don't even
point.
exercise.
As you sit down to food, sorry, James, you was one to say.
No, that's carry on.
That's a friend. As you guys are sitting down to food, for the first time in time you've been here, the knight slowly removes his helmet, and there's a slight. He removes this kind of plate armor helmet from his head, and you are met with...
It's not the way. This is not the way.
You are met with the grizzled, but sort of, kind of like not unattractive, like kind of grizzled, but like relatively handsome visage of a human man. You would guess probably his kind of early to mid 50s. Clearly has a weathered skin, Celtic looks, bearded, well coiffed, but in no way preened. Like I say, kind of handsome but rugged and grizzled looking chap. And he sets his helmet down next to him and begins to serve some food. He's been relatively quiet up until this point. Wow.
I'm too busy eating food for anything.
Oh, she's gonna say, you look familiar.
I don't believe we have met before today.
Yeah, we definitely have. You were following us in the marketplace, like a couple days ago. Hence, you look familiar.
Well, I would not consider that a meeting, but I, like you, have my duties.
Duties.
And she just spears a carrot and flicks a pea at Blaz.
Is there any water, Jay?
Yes.
Is there any coffee?
No.
Ormanganda pours a glass of water and leans across. Hey, big fella. Maybe you should.
My lizard friend, another round of drinks. What a fine idea!
And he pours everybody around of drinks.
Maybe not for our friend, Mr. Muzzfish. He is quite drunk.
He's tired,
Already.
very tired.
I'm fine. I haven't even made my business proposal to Captain Ketch yet.
Please,
A
somebody
business
complicate
proposal?
PowerPoint.
Well,
think
we will-
you're in any mental state to be making any proposals, except maybe to OSHA.
Tell me your proposal, Mr. Muzzfish. This is a time for ideas.
Blue sky thinking. We happen to be fantastic upholders of truth and justice and goodness. And I can't help but notice that the foul biome happens to be in a not very nice area of space. And that maybe perhaps just occasionally you have some less than desirable characters in and around the station. I happen to notice that some of your shopkeepers have drug problems.
What is your solution to this, Mr. Mushfish?
You should absolutely take on our services as upholders of the goodness, and that will beneficiary for you, Captain Ketch, to the tune of free rent and board for our complement of fine, upstanding, hardworking refugees who want nothing more than to enrich the community of the Falbarum.
It's a fine pitch. Welcome in, Raiders. Thank you, the Platinum Lounge. I hope you had a great stream. Thank you for joining us this evening. We are currently playing some Starfinder and, some sci-fi RPG action. Welcome in. If it's your first time here, my name is Jayven Fox, and I'm the resident mad professor in the Secret Lab. We are kind of in the midst of a little scene here, a little dinner table scene, where our crew here are attempting to do a little politicking with a local trade station captain. I hope you enjoy. We are not too engaged with chat right now, so my apologies if we don't address you all directly. But welcome in, Pingtron X. Lovely to meet you. Gilded Bastet, we've seen you before. Good to see you again. Please consider following and all the rest of it, and hopefully you can catch up relatively quickly. So, thank you again.
Out of character for just a second. I fully expect bonus to diplomacy for having kept up with Up and his outrageous drinking.
Honestly? Okay, so what I would like to do... thank you for the 100 pities, Morbid. I appreciate it, bud. What we're going to do... After Blasmusfish's drunken pitch to the captain, I'm not going to... I'm actually going to give you the +4 from the previous shots. Even I'm not going to make you do another one, because even Up is like, he's fucked. Give me a charisma check, a diplomacy check with +4 to try and sell Up on this idea of you guys being...
No, +6 because of your
Yep,
clothes.
I was going to say my clothes.
Yes,
yeah.
+6 because of the clothes,
That makes that a 22.
22.
I really want a silver pantsuit now, I'm not gonna lie.
That's the this is the
Spiders on
craft.
it.
With spider webs on it, yeah.
Mr. Mushfish, you are an eccentric character, but a force that could be deployed where needed, where justice needed to be served, beyond the limits of the Falbarum, has its appeal. Now, 100,000 credits appeal. That may be a bit rich. You are skilled fighters, but what you are offering is a service beyond just a cage match with a single opponent. But you may be onto something. I have a proposal for you.
Oh, well, you'd have to ask very nicely.
Well,
For God's sakes, that's Clara.
Captain Gale,
Yeah.
how, would you be interested in some of this extrajudicial work your crewmate suggests?
Well, I suppose It will give us something to keep us busy while we're waiting for our ship to be upgraded. And it will help create an even safer place for everyone, not just the refugees that we're trying to relocate, but actual permanent residents too. Considering how much alcohol influenced this business proposal, I actually think it's quite a good idea.
Yes.
Then let me make you a
Yes.
proposal, Busty Mustang. I will knock. Let me think here. 15,000 of the costs of housing your refugees here on the Farabarium. And I will redirect that 15,000 to you directly.
Now you're talking.
If you can carry out a contract for me. Have you ever heard
contract?
a very, very specific contract? Have you ever heard of the Gaza clan?
Have we ever heard of that?
You
No.
have not?
No.
Culture check.
Your friend, Clem. Your friend, Yala. They know the Gaza clan. They were the ones who took my paws.
Ah.
You traveled to
They are-
Mariana 6.
They
You
are
remove
criminals.
the head of the Gaza clan. And you can have your 15,000. And your employer, Mr. Callahan, gets quite a deal on bed and board here at the Farabarium.
Womangander doesn't wait for anyone to respond. He's just like, done!
Yeah, I really want to just grab Up's hand and say, we will happily do this. And then start
Money's money.
flexing.
Okay, lizard boys, okay.
We will eat his head for you, Up.
Oh
We
my
will do
God.
this.
Womangander pours out a shot of the good stuff.
Wrong.
He's like,
What is wrong?
Flexing.
Oh my dog.
Poses.
Womangander pours out 2 shots. He says, taking heads.
Right, just very quickly, I wanted to see if Ormaganda gets a bit drunk here. Ormaganda, give me a fortitude saving throw, DC 10 and DC 12. 2 in
22.
a row. Yeah, and the next one.
Sorry?
2 in a row, DC 10 and DC 12. 22 for the first one you pass, 12 DC 12.
27.
You're fine. Morbidank's getting Larry and chat with the bitties. Right, Ormaganda's still sober. Face wants in. Blaz.
Blaz says 15 is not enough. You have to make it 50.
Clara and she. What are you doing? Everybody's the lads have thrown in their 2 cents so far.
I mean, just quietly to Clara, I just kind of mentioned that I'm a little bit worried about us negotiating a trade deal on Aldous' behalf because we really don't know how he's going to react to that. But hell, I'll happily go and cut some heads off to make some money. Let's do it.
Claw bump.
Club 'em. I clubbed a few across the table, but I missed.
What are
When,
you,
like,
what are you saying, Clara? The conscience of the group.
I
You're
think,
sitting next to me!
I think the general consensus among my crewmates is we're happy to go and kill someone for you. However, Blas does raise a fairly good point that 15,000 might not be sufficient for a hit on someone that's the head of a clan and requires 5 skilled killers to dispose of.
Ormganda looks confused that the captain described
Shut up!
themselves as
Shut up! No, shut up!
Up pause.
She continues to flick peas at Blaz across the
While you
table.
two have a surreptitious food fight, Up pours himself and Clara another shot and goes,
What would you suggest, Miss Gale, would be fair compensation for such a deal?
Well, 50 might be a bit ambitious, but 25?
I was going to say 30. I think 30, Captain.
$25 and I get to keep the head.
right. Clara, give me a diplomacy roll with a +4 in addition to your +2 if you take the shot, and you can get a. And if Face can do a DC 10 diplomacy as well, he can add +2 to this roll as well.
Okay, let me.
Blaz wants to support.
No, this one's just between Clara and the second. Basically, like it's because Face is second in command position, or at least as far as Up is concerned. That's helping
Maths
it.
is so hard.
Just tell me what your roll was.
28.
Hang on. No, I want to do this.
Okay, fair enough. What?
+2 from Face.
+2 from Face. Okay.
Thanks.
So you've got
Okay, that
in
makes
total,
this maths way easier. So it's 25 total.
25 total. So that's whatever you got +4 +2 +2.
Maybe wait.
+4
No.
+4 for the shot.
Hang on.
+2 for Face and +2 for the
I need a
pantsuit.
calculator. Hang on. Too many numbers.
What a ridiculous
+8.
set of modifiers that is.
Yeah, 25. I was right.
Lovely.
Roll the Ormganda.
It's a 17.
Yeah, Norman Gander is a 17. I
Yeah.
rolled a
Yeah,
9,
that's
but I
fine.
have a +8 to diplomacy, and then I had a +8 of other things too.
Oh, right. Okay.
30.
Oh, and sorry, quick. I need a fortitude saving throw from you there,
Oh
Clara.
yeah, that's right.
And this would be a DC 18.
That's a 12.
Roll a D4.
4.
-1 to wisdom.
Oh
Still
joy.
that drinking contest, Captain.
Yes. Yes, I am sure about that drinking contest.
30,000 I cannot do. But I can meet you partway. I can do the 25. And I will house your friends for 70. There's your 5. What do you think to this deal?
I think we have a deal. And Clara holds out her hand.
Shots.
Well, we should seal this with a drink.
We absolutely
Pours
should.
out a shot for everyone at the table. That puts Blaz on shot number 8, Clara on shot number 6, Face on shot number 5, she on shot number 4, and Ormagander on shot number 7. I will, of course, need fortitude saving throws from you all.
I should have got actual alcohol in preparation for this session. This would have been a really great night to be drinking.
Blaz, your fortitude saving throw DC is 26.
It doesn't even matter because I can't get that high, so I'll roll my d4.
Yes, thank
I
you.
got 15. So
I got 21.
It's a 2.
That's a 2, so you are okay. Yeah, you are down. Sorry, Clara, you got a
21.
okay, which should be 20. So you've passed that. Well done. Face got a
15.
15. Yeah, that is a fail. So give me a D4. 2. Okay. Yeah. And you
21.
You pass. Well done. And Ormaganda, DC 16 for you.
I rolled an Ormganda.
Of course you did. Of course you did.
Which, with my +8 to fortitude, is a 25.
Impressive stuff.
No.
Okay. We have gone a little long tonight. We are going to, however, pick up. Oh god.
Blaz wants to finish the night strong and is sick of being bombarded by peas from She. So he just digs an entire hand into the sloppiest dish on the table that he can and flings it at She.
Reflex saving throw.
Give me a reflex saving throw right now, yeah.
Can I take one too? Because I'm next to She.
Just really quick. I need to do a reflex saving throw. This is really important. 26.
So why? Because I'm next to you.
26.
Oh no, I got 10.
Mate, she completely and utterly outclasses you there. Her assassin reflexes just means she just you don't even realise she's moved. It's like well played, She. I have to say, he's too drunk to throw food at you like that. You're always what's that?
What was the clan name?
The Gaza clan.
The Gaza
Is
clan.
that just GAZA?
Guys, we are going to wrap things up for this evening. But when we come back, we are going to pick up for dessert here because we have run a bit long this week. It was all that fun we were having at the boutique, I think, and that weird diversion on the top floor of the Rusty Mustang that we don't talk about. Anyway. Yes, we are going to pick things up back here in Up's quarters. Maybe at some point our somewhat rude crew are going to talk to the other guests at the party. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're going to take their 25 grand walk and go kill someone. Who knows? There's only one way to find out, and that is to tune back in. Same time, same place. Monday nights at 8 p.m. We're going to say see you later to YouTube, Twitch. We're hanging out with you for a bit longer, don't you worry about it. But for the YouTube lot, please consider liking, commenting and subscribing. I tell you what, you lot are bloody hard to get a comment out of. Honestly, do we not say anything controversial enough for you to get even just a bit annoyed with us about? Sure.
I mean, I said people that don't like animals are bad people. I'm sure that'll piss someone off.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure someone in here kink shamed, like 3 ways.
I didn't kink shame anyone.
We wouldn't. But the straights we're surrounded with might have done.
We have touched on a lot of kinks tonight.
Yeah.
Have
we?
All about
You wanted to put a fucking collar and leash on me. Yeah, we've touched on some kinks.
Because you keep wandering off.
We're gonna.
I've got a little spell.
Do me a favour. Follow this lady down here, the Uncanny Crafter, on Twitch. Follow.
Ooh, can I just do a really quick shout out to Don Dark Sony for naming my sniper rifle Quick Fix?
Quick
because
Fix.
that was fucking perfect.
Absolutely,
That was
you
great.
can. Absolutely, you can. Yeah, we'll be catching up with chat in a mo as well. Over here, OverlordFace at OverlordFace on Twitch, and is at Facey Boy on YouTube, right?
Facey Boy.
Yeah, with an I. Check it out. It's all in the info in the description below. And of course, the lovely VampZoe over here. Also on YouTube, also on Twitch. Make sure you are supporting her in all her endeavours because we love her very much. We love them both very much. Right. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for watching, as usual. We're going to run the credits. We're going to hang out with Twitch for a little bit, work out who we're going to raid, probably argue, and then we're going to call it an evening. But YouTube, see you later. Twitch, we'll be back in a minute. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, and we'll see you in a moment.
Bye.
Bye.